right, Wildcat fans, I believe we're live for our first night of our simul stream, I guess we'll call it, as we're broadcasting on our NFHS website as well as our YouTube channel. I am Tanner Carlson, and alongside with me tonight will be Tim Cronin. We're broadcasting live from Central City, where the Wildcats are hosting Key High Hawks. Before we talk about tonight's game, I want to recognize our sponsor for Wildcat Sports. Tonight's broadcast is being sponsored by Next Bank. Next Bank combines the values of a locally owned, independent Eastern Iowa community bank with expanded services and the latest technology to meet our customers' fast-moving lifestyle. Bank on your success with Next Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. And tonight, as we stated, we have Central City kicking off here with a 2-1 record versus Lansing Key, who is currently 0-3 on the year. Should be a good one, kind of looking at some of the statistical leaders for each group. We will start with your Central City Wildcats. Central City is led in the pass game by Nick Reed, who has 26 pass attempts. He's completed 17 of them for... Sounds like our NFHS one is not working. We can hear... NFH, is that plugged in?
Now they can't hear us?
No. Well, unless it's delayed, because they said...
Anybody know this guy? Delayed versus what this is.
Yeah, so it could just be delayed on the NFHS, but hopefully we'll get caught up here on that. Apologize for that. So we're led in the rush game for the Central City Wildcats is Isaiah Dam. He has 39 rush attempts. He's got a total of 510 yards on the season, which is about 13.1 yards per carry. His longest touchdown is 68 yards. The second leading rusher for Central City is the quarterback, Nick Reed. He's got 17 rushing attempts and 110 yards on the season. Marshall Vandevek is third for your Wildcats with 8 rushing attempts and 7.5 yards per carry. So the Wildcats are led in receiving by Ethan Ty, who has 6 receptions on the year for 149 yards, which is roughly a 25 yards per catch. Dr. Cronin has now joined me. Looks like the teams are lined up, so we will be getting close to the national anthem here. Welcome, Dr. Cronin.
Well, thanks, Mr. Carlson. Beautiful night. I was a little worried when you were texting me earlier today, and I was in Ankeny, and it was a beautiful day out there, warm, and you kept saying that it was raining. And
it was pouring all day here, and we got lightning during the day and pretty severe storms. So we were looking at the radar, and it looked like we were potentially going to get hit again from about 5 o'clock, but that never came, thankfully. And field's a little soggy, but not a bad night for football.
But it's football.
It's football.
And, of course, Key is our longest road trip, about 2 hours, maybe 2 hours and 15 minutes to get all the way to Lansing. Could be 2.5. If Vaughn's driving the bus, maybe you could do it in 2 hours because he knows some shortcuts. But we're getting ready. It's Little Cat Cheer night, and so we have a lot of Little Cat cheers, and they're going to make a tunnel for the Wildcats to run through. I'm kind of wondering how we're going to get this all accomplished in the next 8 minutes. So should be a good game tonight with Key. They're always a tough team to play. They maybe started a little tougher on their season.
It's not like they're getting blown out by anybody, though. If you look at Riceville game 1, 6-26, they lost. Rockford, they lost by 4, and then they lost to a pretty good Springville team, 14-36 as well. So they've kind of hung around in games. They just haven't pulled out a victory yet. Could be a good one tonight.
Yeah, Springville's off to a 4-0 start. They're having a good year over there. So help me understand. They're in our district, but Riceville and Rockford aren't in our district, so they get 2 out-of-district games?
Yeah, correct. It looks like for 2, 3.
I'll have an AD explain that to me. We're just about to do the national anthem here, folks, so we will go quiet when they do that. as we stand for the national anthem. All right, we've got about 5.5 minutes here to the start of the game. It's a beautiful night here at Central City's home field. Can't think of Evans's first name.
Alex Evans.
Alex Evans Complex. It may be about 75, 80 degrees. Press box really holds the heat well up here.
It sure does.
So my wife asked me as I was leaving why I was wearing shorts, and I might be overdressed.
Yeah,
but
it's hot
so
up
Key looks like they've got some big boys up front. That's one of the challenges for the Cats this year is we don't have the big line, but I don't know how you could compare to last year's. Lots of skilled position guys for the Cats, and interested to see us take on Key today. We've got the little Cats coming off the field, or a little Cat cheer coming off the field, so we should be ready to go soon.
Yeah, we got a busy night here. We have Little Cats cheer night. We have youth football night.
Football night.
Marching band will play at half after the announcement of both of those. So we got a busy night, and the crowd reflects it. If you look out there, got a lot of people here.
And if I'm not mistaken, we have our first NFHS video cast. I know people might be listening for free to this, but if you want to just explain that a little bit, that might be interested for people to know what's going on with that.
Yeah, we've put a link on our school's Facebook page as well as the school's Twitter account, and it's on the school website right next to where you would log into our YouTube channel. It's NFHS's website, and it gives you a direct link on how you could subscribe to get a subscription to that. It live streams the games. Basically, the cameras are automated, and they kind of follow where the movement is. So it's kind of a cool system. The picture quality is really good. We should have volleyball rolling next week for our home matches, and it's a pretty cool little thing we got going. We can also put our junior high JV games on the cameras. So we have cameras up the football field as well as in the gym. Sounds like we might be a little delayed on sound. I'm doing a test with somebody, and it sounds like, so I'm hoping that's at the same time as the cameras are streaming.
Sure. So one of the things you could just do the cameras and just show the action without any voices. And I don't know, did I tell you the other day that back in the 80s they did an NFL game, the Dolphins and the Jets, without broadcasters? I was telling Cody that. Do you know who Howard Cosell is?
I do not.
Okay, so Howard Cosell was this really obnoxious guy who did Monday Night Football, and he kind of did a lot of yelling, and he had some phrases, and people thought he was really obnoxious. So the counter to that was, instead of having somebody talk over the game, let's just show the game. And so they had the Dolphins and the Jets, and it was kind of a novelty, and it was really boring. It's hard to watch football without having somebody tell you a little bit about what's going on.
All right.
Anyway, so we could broadcast games without sound, but we're trying to link up the audio that we're saying right now with that video. There's a fee so folks know there's a fee. You can buy like a monthly pass, or you can buy a season pass. You can watch the games live, or they are archived, and you can go back and watch other games. And if other schools have the system, you can watch their games. So I know Mr. Ratliff was watching the Central City at Springville Junior High football game from the other day. So that stays out there. So something to try. Other schools have been doing it. We jumped on board this year with a generous donation from the Booster Club. It was $5,000 for the 2 cameras that follow the action. So looking forward to seeing how that goes. And the best part is when you're watching sports on TV and you wish you could turn down the volume and listen to your favorite announcers on with the NFHS stream for Wildcat Sports, you get your favorite announcers because if you have audio, it'll be the folks who are doing the radio.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're pretty excited about it, and getting them working. This is our first test of that, and hoping that goes well. We know we had some technical issues with our YouTube channel last week just due to some Wi-Fi connectivity, but we're good to go on that today. So
here's an onside kick from Marshall Vandevet that goes right to the key player who covers it. He looked like he was going to run, and then it's almost like he looked and he said, no, I'm number 58, and 58 do not return kicks. So he fell down at the 34-yard line, and Key will start their offensive series.
Yeah, so that was recovered by Kai Timmerman. It was kicked off by Marshall Vandevet. A little onside kick to start the night off for the Wildcats.
And usually Marshall puts them out in the end zone, so that was kind of an interesting strategy there. So Key hands the ball off to the right side, gets met at the line of scrimmage. They're going to wrapped up, and I think that's Cole Silver maybe, running back squirmed away, and it's going to be 2nd and 7. So
that run was by number 10, Damon Weber, 5'9", 185-pound sophomore.
So just to be clarified, am I doing the play-by-play and you're the color?
Whatever you want to do, Dr. Cronin. I'm okay with either way.
Okay. I was kind of waiting there. Here's Key going to the left side this time, and the quarterback keeps, and then he slithers ahead. He almost got to the first down. There's a late flag. I would worry that the late flag might come in the area of face mask.
Yeah, that's what it looked like to me.
Unfortunately, if it would come out earlier, and it was the back judge, so not the back judge, I guess it was the mid judge. I would have hoped it would have been holding. It's going to be a personal foul, face mask on the Wildcats.
Ooh.
So the run ended at about the Wildcat 38. So my guess is that should take it down to about, the 23.
Yeah, that's a big penalty there for the Wildcats. 15 yards. They're getting close to the red zone already.
Yeah,
here, so.
The Case IH red zone.
Yep.
So
is that sponsored yet? Do we have that? Is it
well,
the next bank red zone?
I'm not, yeah, it's the next bank red zone.
That's what I think we should call it.
Okay, so Key under center, 1st and 10 from their own 23-yard line. They get a hard snap, and eager Wildcats jump off sides. Quarterback did hunch his shoulders on that hard count, so they're going to call it on the Wildcats. But I think with the shoulder jerk, you almost have to not let them do that. But,
yeah, that's a tough one there. And
so with 11 minutes left in the first quarter, Key is threatening with a 1st and 5 on the Wildcat 18. They are in the next bank red zone, and this is just going to be a quarterback sneak up the middle. He's going to get about 4 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and 1.
That's Nate Winters there, the 6', 160-pound quarterback for Key.
And so, unfortunately, with the big 15-yard penalty, to start with the onside kick that gave Key the ball near midfield, and then the 15-yard penalty, they've looked okay on offense, but they're on the 15-yard line, and they haven't had a big play.
No, we've gave them 20 yards of penalties already here, so that's not a great start here for the Wildcat defense, but they haven't scored yet.
Wildcats are in their 3-3-2. It's a passing situation. Key's looking for the end zone and overshoots it. Look for the the running back in the flat. Maybe that's a tight end. About the 10-yard line, and the ball was about 4 or 5 yards out of bounds.
And number 42, Brady Gavin, was the intended receiver. Pretty good coverage by the Wildcats. He was semi-open, but he was nearing out of bounds. Even if he caught it, I don't think he would have caught it inbounds. So,
well, and with 2nd and 1, they were taking a shot for the end zone because they've got 2 downs now to get 1 yard. Wouldn't be surprised if they went back to that quarterback quarterback sneak kind of play. Under center, hand off to the left side.
Ooh.
Hit hard,
Yeah.
but falling forward, running downhill. Cole Silver with a big hit, but the fullback for Key
Got the better end of that one.
got the better end of that. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from about the 10.5-yard line. It looks like they can get a first down on the half-yard line, I think.
Yeah, it looks like not goal, not first and goal.
Yeah, I
'cause they
don't
still
know if
got
it's first and goal. The chain guys aren't pulling it taut, so I don't know. It could be first and goal. I don't know. So Key off the right side. This is going to be the fullback again. He's met in the hole. Gets, I'm going to say 3 yards, so it's going to be 2nd and 7.
Isaiah Dam on the tackle there, about a 3-yard gain. So Wildcat defense needs a couple big plays here. It's second nearly goal.
Yeah, you're going with they can get a first down on the half-yard line.
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay.
Vaughn agrees with me looking up at the clock too. So.
All right. Well, if Vaughn agrees with you, so here's Key under center, straight ahead with the quarterback. They're just running behind the big hosses that Key has, and they're going to get it to 3rd down and 3. Looks like the ball is on about the 4-yard line, maybe the 3.5. So
big play here.
Big play. It's hard to find the quarterback behind the center and the right guard when they run up the middle.
They really do have some big boys in that front line. Yeah, absolutely. They got some size
trying to decide
to
who
them.
we're putting 66. Is that Mr. Ferris?
Yeah, that's Dustin Ferris.
And now we've got Cam on the line. Oh, somebody jumped, and there was almost a fumble. And the running back goes to the outside and is tackled. Looks like it's going to be about 4th and 1. I thought there was a lot of stuff going on.
4th and 1, but they could get a first down here
yeah,
before
you're hanging in there.
goal.
I think they have to get a touchdown, but that's okay.
I just got an update that it sounds like on the NFHS website we are working, and it's the same time as the play. So we're a little concerned with that, but it sounds like we're good.
So here's 4th and 1 at the 1.5-yard line of the Wildcats, and they're going for the hard count. The Wildcats aren't falling for it. Quarterback sneak, boy, yeah, he got in. He needed a 1.5 yards, and he might have got 1 3/4 yards. We can't review that. I don't know where his knee would have been where the ball would have been when his knee, but he didn't get it by much. That's too bad.
Yeah, that was a close one. You couldn't. I can't say one way or another, to be honest with you. From up here, the official has a better spot than we do on that one, but it was close. It was close either way.
Now, the danger of us folks being able to see what we're talking about is
our bias.
Well, no, I was going to say any kind of inaccuracies that we might have in the radio broadcast will be magnified when you can see what we're doing. Here's a sweep to the right side for Key, going for 2. Met. There's going to be a hold on the corner, but he didn't get into the end zone, so I think this should be negated.
Yep.
Let's see. I hope it's not. Yeah, he's calling holding on the offense. So the Cats are coming off the field. That was a nice play. I missed who made the tackle, but boy, sweep, and we hit them, and they went straight up. So Key's key to the game is just run the ball straight up the middle.
That's exactly what it looks like, and they're kind of similar to last week when we played West Central. It looks like they're going I formation almost every play and just kind of trying to. They got a little bit bigger boys than West Central though, so they're just right now just pounding it right up the middle. So I know how you enjoy your
go ahead.
Your side stories here in the broadcast, Dr. Cronin. And today's fun fact for you: we were down to 4 officials as of about 2 hours ago. One of our scheduled officials got in a pretty serious work accident today.
Okay.
So we ended up calling around, and we got a hold of Lenny Mays, who's certified. So Lenny Mays is here helping us out, and he hasn't worked with this crew before, but. It was either go with 4 or find a 5th.
Yeah.
So
I got to in college. We got to do some junior high games in Spring Grove, Minnesota, and basically you put on the shirt and the hat, and we weren't supposed to make any calls.
Yeah. Well.
And then you get your check for $25.
Lenny's been a certified official for a long time. He told me this year he was getting out of varsity, and then I called him tonight and kind of ruined those plans. So.
Well, that's good for Lenny. I know he does a lot of wrestling. And here's the kickoff for Key. It's kind of a squibber. It's kind of fumbled, muffed.
By Draven Silver.
It was like a line drive.
Yeah.
That caught Draven, and it looked like he was going to catch it and start running, and then he realized he better take the ball. He was on his knees, and then he just covered it on the Wildcat on their own 28. So.
Not bad field position to start here for the Wildcats.
Not bad. We've got 8 minutes left in the first quarter, and our guests from Key are up 6-0. And looks like we got Nick Reed. We're 4 wide offense here. So Nick Reed back to pass. He's got a receiver on the side.
Oh.
Marshall Vandevet drops the ball. Looked like Marshall was starting to run a little bit before he caught the ball. He was right at the first down marker. It's too bad he didn't hang on to that. That could have been a nice game.
Yeah, and Marshall's dangerous in space, too. He's very shifty, so sometimes he can bust those open. So those will happen. But 2nd and 10 for the Wildcats regardless. Looks like you're going a little more power formation here now.
So we've got we're doing a shift, and the shift with a little bit of a hard count where we shift 2 guys from each side. The Key guy was going to be in the backfield. He's very eager on that play, and that's unimpeded to the quarterback, so offsides. I actually think in high school it's just offsides. They don't give it a
offsides.
chance to get back. So it's going to be 2nd and 5. Although the way the down is marked, it looks like it's 2nd and 6.
That was a pretty tricky one there by Coach Myers.
Yeah. So we've got the spinner back. Here's Isaiah Dam almost falling and then getting up, getting ahead for like a yard or two. Number 42 with a pretty big stick there.
Yeah, number 42 that's Brady Gavin.
Yeah.
So he's this 5'10 senior. Big play here coming up for the Wildcats with 3rd and 4 on the 33.
Isaiah just couldn't get going. I think if he could have kept his feet and his speed, he could have outran him. But so here we go. Is this Nick Reed at quarterback?
Shotgun formation, screen.
Pass to the side. Is that Marshall? Now Marshall holds on, squirms away, 1st down, and I'd spot him inside Key territory, but it's gonna be on the football nose is gonna be rested on the 40-yard line, and the rest of the ball is gonna be pointing toward the Key side of the field. So
I just got an update from Terry Fritcher that we're good to go too up on the website. So he's listening in. Thank you for that.
All right, thanks for letting us know. Okay, so we got the spinner back formation. We're doing the quad shift, and Key stays on side this time. Isaiah Dam is your quarterback. Ball is on the ground. Isaiah picks it up. Now he's running. He's back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a touchdown.
He's got the corner, and Isaiah Dam is going to go 40 yards for a touchdown. I'm kind of glad Isaiah didn't cover it.
I was going to say jump on the ball there, but we'll take that one.
He picked up the ball was over his head. He picked up the ball. He had about 4 guys that were bearing down on him, and he just got the corner. And I was excited that he got back to the line of scrimmage. And once he got back to the line of scrimmage, you realized there was nobody left.
Yeah.
And nobody was going to catch him, that's for sure. So pretty good, nice little 40-yard touchdown run for Isaiah.
I talked to Coach Myers today, and he was a little worried about a damp field because he said our advantage tonight was going to be our speed versus their size. So our speed won out on that one. You could tell Isaiah was just a little faster than they had defensively, and busted plays sometimes pan out.
So here's Marshall Vandevet on for the 1-point PAT attempt. Marshall's quite a kicker, and Coach really likes to go for one. Got Keegan with the hold, and the kick is good.
It's always good, Dr. Cronin.
Well, it is good. I thought it was interesting how we decided to challenge Marshall by letting as many Key linemen cross the line as they wanted.
He is 80% on PATs this year.
Okay.
That's a pretty good statistic for a high school kicker.
There wasn't much resistance on the line there.
No, I don't know if we hit anybody on that, but we got the field goal in.
So hopefully nobody got hurt, and Marshall got the kickoff, and I suppose that really sets us up. There could probably be some pretty good fake if they're going to sell out as much as they just did.
Yeah.
We'll probably radio down to we'll probably let Ratliff know that we've got some secret plays for him, and he can radio down.
He might even be listening in to us right now, so who knows?
Okay. I hope the folks at Key don't let their coaching staff know. We've got a few people from Key that made the 2.5-hour drive down.
Yeah, there's
not a lot, but
not a lot over there. But so yeah, if you can see on our cameras, you're probably seeing their crowd. It doesn't do justice on our bleachers are literally packed, and we have people lined up on the fence as well. So a very good Wildcat crowd here tonight.
So here's Marshall with the approach and the kick. This time he kicks it deep, and he's going to kick it to the end zone, and you can't take it out in high school. So they'll start on the 15 this time. I'm eager to see the Cat defense when Key has to go on the long field.
Yeah, we'll see if they just try and chip away at it like they did last drive, even though they we gave them 20 yards of the, 50 they needed total?
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, much better field position for the Wildcat defense on this one. So hopefully they can get out of this situation here. And beautiful night for football. It did get dark pretty early here tonight in Central City, a little earlier than it has the last couple weeks.
So there's a quarterback back to pass. He slings it down the field. It falls over the receiver's head. He had a receiver running open at about the 33. There was coverage there by Marshall Vandevet, but he did have a little bit of an opening, and pass was over his head. I think it helped that we had some pressure. I missed who was in on the pressure there, but they did a little play action and it didn't really fool the Cats. Looks like Key wants to pass every now and then, and they might
try and keep you honest a little bit
yeah.
there. Yeah.
I think that's to the Cats' advantage. I think their grinded game just straight up the middle would be maybe my strategy. That's what they do this time, off the left side. Fullback, or the first back through, is going to get about 8.5, 9 yards.
That was
so
a good run there.
Third and a short 2 for Key.
And that was 47 Buddy Hall on the Hill on the carry. Sorry, he's a 5'9", 210-pound back. So good
5'9",
size.
210.
That's a good size running back.
Pretty solid right there. So let's see what we've got for goal line. 52 for the Cats. I don't know my Wildcat players just yet. That's Mr. Brady. They're going to go straight up the middle and get the first down. Quarterback keeper gets about 4 yards on 3rd and 2. So tackle there by Dustin Ferris. And we're just going to have to keep them in longer situations than 3rd and 2, I'm afraid.
Yeah. Yep, it's not a position we want to be in there with the size that they got up front. I mean, they look very big up front here. So look at some of their
and they look mean. They're like Dennis and Iowa mean over there on that line.
Speaking
of which, we've got Mr. McLaughlin in the house with his trucker hat on. So he's a little Dennis and Iowa mean.
He's our Dennis and Iowa rep.
So here, I like this flag. Let's call it. Hopefully this is a legal formation, or they broke the huddle wrong. Illegal participation is what Mr. Vaughn says. I think they broke the huddle with maybe 9. So that's going to set up 1st and 15 for Key, and they're going to have the ball at their own 22. It is first quarter with 5 minutes and 42 seconds left in the first quarter, and the Wildcats have a 7-6 lead on the strength of a 40-yard broken play, run for your life, Isaiah Dam, get the corner and then coast home, and then a Marshall Vandevet PAT.
This is a situation that the Wildcats need to be ready for here. They've been chipping away at yards, but when it's 1st and 15, we haven't allowed any big plays yet. And
there you go.
Yep, that's what we needed on first down.
So Key goes off the right side, and you've got Brady and Dustin kind of wrapped up, and they got 2 or 3, but we'll do that.
Yep, that's okay on that. Yep, good tackle there by Dustin Ferris. So 2nd and 12 coming up here for the Wildcats.
Yeah.
Mr. McLaughlin's reminding us we have our A team on the cast here
well,
tonight.
And people are thrilled that they get their favorite radio announcers now with their TV. So 2nd and 12 for Key, and they're back to pass play action. He's got a tight end. It's tipped.
Oh, almost picked off there.
Almost picked off. I thought it got tipped at the line. He threw about a 3-yard pass, and that's Cole Silver. You know, Cole, I was listening the other night. Cole's kind of, he every now and then breaks out the, I can't even think.
The Trey Holub?
The Trey Holub hits, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Trey. 1 year, and I've already forgotten your name.
I didn't forget you, Trey. So if you're listening, it was just Mr. Crout.
Yeah.
Oh, he's at the game. He's right down there. So.
Well, I'm sure he'll listen later to hear what we said about him.
He probably has a game tomorrow to play.
Yeah, he might. So it's 3rd and 13. This is where the Wildcats want him to be. Keys back to pass. We got a guy coming across the middle, and then a guy going deep. I think our D-back is going to fall down. Oh, darn it.
Ethan Ty just
fell
slipped.
down.
Yep.
I was kind of watching Ethan. He had a beat on that. I think he was really thinking about picking it off.
Yeah.
He was, and, you know, hats off to Key. They made a play, but when the quarterback threw the ball, he did not have an open receiver. That's too bad. So Key with a big play. That gets him about 25 yards. They're going to be at the Wildcat 28. So it's 1st and 10 for Key, and they're back in business in the Wildcat territory. So, unfortunately, maybe that slick field. But here we go again. Keys with the I formation. I'm looking for them to do just the power running off the left side. And the runner is going, and that's a big run. He's down to about the 12-yard line.
He took about 3 or 4 Wildcats with him on that one. So.
Well, it's going to be down at the 15-yard line, so it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 15. So there's 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Wildcats hanging to a slim 7-6 lead, and the Keyhawks are in the next bank red zone, threatening to score here.
Yep, so 3 minutes, 53 seconds here. Oh, Wildcats almost jump off sides, but I think
somebody blew that play up.
Keegan Kula.
Mr. Keegan Kula. He took the blocker out, high jumped over the blocker, and then got the running back before he could get started. I thought the running back lost a yard or two, and they gave him a yard, but it was very athletic for Keegan. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9 for the Keyhawks.
Yep, so clock still ticking here. 3 minutes, just under 3:30 to go in the first quarter. Reminder score, Wildcats 7, Hawks 6. And they come out in that I formation again.
And so they've got a 4-3-1, but they don't have anybody up the middle, and that's right where Key goes. But the hole closes up early, so they get about 4 or 5 yards.
Yeah.
It's going to be 3rd and 5 from the Wildcat 9, 10, from the 10-yard line. So they got to get 5 yards. They got 2 downs to do it, I guess.
That was Hill on the carry for Key. I believe Ethan Ty was on the tackle there.
I'm not mid-season form with my spotting on tackles. I usually just do color.
We can flip if you want.
Okay, I might have to. Maybe we'll flip after the quarter.
After the quarter.
Then we'll just see how well you're doing.
They have.
Here we go, big down. They're going to pass. Oh, quarterback looked like he was going to put it down and run. Then he threw it, and he had the tight end in the flat, who almost made a wonderful one-handed catch, but did not. It would have been hard to know what he would have gained for yards, but as it is, the ball falls incomplete. It'll be 4th and 5 from the 10. Looks like the spot, they just from 3rd down to 4th down, they might have gained about half a yard because they spotted it a little differently. But
big play coming up here regardless for the Wildcat defense. This would be a big stand. Offense has shown some big play.
Key's been really eager to pass in these situations, and I just think they might want to look at going up the middle if they get the Wildcats spread out, that they might look for like a quarterback draw.
Yeah, it looks like.
Especially with no running backs in the backfield.
No backs in the backfield right now.
He's getting a little pressure over the middle. Ball falls incomplete. Big 4th down stop there for the Wildcats.
Absolutely.
Nice job, boys. I think that was Draven Silver out and about doing a little coverage there. Nice job, Draven. Ethan and Cole. So very good. Oh, so Miss Denise, who's not in the press box tonight, and she is not making my dinner, is in Quasqueton eating brisket.
Ah.
So.
Fair enough.
No, that's not fair enough. That's not even close. That was not even close to fair enough. Okay, so the Wildcats take over on their own 10-yard line, but they keep them out of the end zone, and we're going to go. Wow, that's an interesting. I thought there was some motion there. It's going to be a handoff to Marshall Vandevet, who's going to get he's going to sweep to the left side. Yeah, maybe Karth is giving him 2 yards on the PA. I'm going to give him 1.5. So it's going to bring up 2nd down and 9. So, Karth, I'm a tough grader. That's right.
Looks like the Wildcats are bringing in Nick Reed and taking out Isaiah, so you're probably looking at some form of split formation here.
And you could have Ethan Ty.
Or I could be wrong.
Ethan Ty could pass to Nick Reed.
Oh, reshift.
You do the shift. You're going to hope. Oh, they're going to call a penalty.
They jumped again, I believe.
Oh, wow. I thought for sure they were going to say, we're not having any of this funny business.
It's worked twice.
On 2nd and 9, Key jumps offside, so now it's going to be 2nd and 4. I like that a lot.
That's tricky. I mean, that's a tricky situation there if you're a defender. I know they say watch the ball, but that's not always the easiest thing to do when you got 5 guys moving around. Here they go again.
Yeah. Did you play a lot of line in football, Mr. Carlson?
I did not play any line in football.
Okay.
I played some D-end.
Did you?
Yeah,
okay, well, that's line. Here is Marshall Vandevet throwing the ball up for Nick Reed, who's
6'7", so he caught that one.
Oh, I don't know if we would offend Marshall by saying that wasn't the tightest spiral that I've ever seen thrown.
Marshall would laugh at hearing that. I promise.
So, yeah, Marshall, I tell you what, we're going to hand the ball. You're going to run a sweep, and then just stop and just throw the ball as high as you can to Nick Reed. And Nick Reed was right there to catch it. I like that play.
Yeah. We like all the plays that work, right?
Yeah, a little trickeration from Coach Myers this drive. Oh, wow. We had a receiver who got a running start. It was like Canadian football. That's Ethan Ty. He is wide open. Oh, Ethan.
Lost his footing
again. Ethan caught the ball on the 12-yard line, and he was too fast for his own feet. He got tripped up by the 8-yard hash mark. So it's going to be first down and 5 at the Lansing Key High 5. I thought Ethan was going to waltz in with that. Made a wonderful catch. Ran a great route. Made a wonderful catch. Just didn't stay on his feet after the catch. But the important part was he caught the ball. So we've got the two backs. We're going to get a motion here. We were going to do a handoff there to Cam Marsh, but we have motion going, so that play will be negated. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 10. Actually, it looks like it's going to be 1st and 11 from the 6. So I don't. Must have been on. It's 1st and 11 from the 11.
Yeah.
So, all right. So we've got two back set. Here's Isaiah Dam faking the handoff, running up the gut. He's going to get about 4 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 7 from the 7-yard line. So we're running in we're taking out the beef package and we're putting in the flyweights with Marshall and Ethan. So I'm looking for
Reed.
And Nick Reed.
He's got to be included in that one.
Yeah, this could be another one of those. Let's throw the ball high. Actually, I like this. I like Nick Reed at quarterback. Let's get the receivers split out and to give Nick the run-pass option.
And Ethan Ty's been his favorite target on the season.
Yeah.
A big play here today
so
already.
Nick Reed in the shotgun. God, we are jumping that center.
And he's
Nick's
open
looking.
again.
He's
called it. Overthrows Ethan.
All right. So he had Ethan in the left corner of the end zone. He just overthrew him. So that'll bring up 3rd and 8. Boy, that was a quick. Thought we had it there.
That's a quick quarter, too.
Yeah.
So that gives us time here to go to Next Bank, our sponsor. This wouldn't be possible for us to do without Next Bank's support. So Next Bank is your bank for what's next, your next car, next home, next business, next phase of life, or next adventure. 5 locations to serve you: Central City, Cedar Rapids, Marion, Coralville, and Waterloo. Next Bank is proud to sponsor Central City Sports, member FDIC, equal housing lender. It's also another good time to thank our booster club for our first night with our NFHS cameras.
Absolutely.
And we're hearing good things about how that's working, so we're excited about that.
And I'm enjoying. We've got Mrs. Yoder has a very large squad of football cheerleaders this year, and she needs it tonight for Little Cat Cheer Night because we might have, well, it's probably 25 young ladies out there cheering. I don't think there's any boys. It seems like there might be 50, and the cheerleaders are keeping them in line. Now they're got a cheer organized, and we've got a line of moms.
With their cameras out.
With cameras, that's awesome. Well, there's a dad or two. That's awesome. So hopefully that's making the cast, the NFHS cast. Here they go. That's a lot of fun. So, all right. So we've got the Wildcats have 3rd and 8, start of the second quarter. We talked that Mr. Carlson's going to take over the play-by-play.
So we have the Wildcats with trips left here. Nick Reed at quarterback. I'm looking like he's scrambling. They called the play dead.
Yeah, the flag went right away. So
I think it's a false start there on the Wildcats.
Yeah, it's going to be motion. I just didn't know. I thought so it's a dead ball.
Yeah, on all those passing routes, it's looked like our receivers are close. So we thought that on a couple of them. So this one we got called on here.
Yeah, it's like the receivers are jumping the snap count.
Yeah.
I said something about it felt like the Canadian Football League where they stay in motion and they can run toward the line of scrimmage.
That is fun to watch.
Well, yeah.
Arena Football League, same thing.
I'm not saying it's not fun, but I would also say it's illegal. So, all right. Well, that was probably for the best because the Little Cats cheers were still involved in cheering, and I think some of our fans' attention was
redirected.
So 3rd and 14 for the Wildcats. We've got to get into the zone here.
And Nick Reed drops back to pass. He's scrambling. He's got a couple guys on him. He's going to try and take it himself. Oh, looks like it's going to be a hold. He runs in for a touchdown, but either have a block and a back. Was that what it?
Well, you could hope for a defensive holding, but I'm sure with the way it came in, it's going to be holding on the offense. So this is going to be about third and 24. Yeah, it is hold on the Wildcats. Nice little. I like Nick Reed making a play. Didn't have a receiver. Looked like he was going to get out at the 10, and then he made a slick cutback. So I don't know. We're making Marshall's field goal attempt.
You know, I was about to say something similar to that. It's a good thing you have a kicker that can put one in here if you need it. I know we haven't kicked any actual field goals this season.
Well, we're at the 24-yard line, so right now the field goal, if we don't gain any yards, is a 41-yard field goal. So
he's done it in practice. Seen it happen.
Well, I would say, okay, so the ball is back at the 30. We're not 100% sure why it's a 15-yard penalty.
Spot foul on that? Holding was deep?
Okay.
Is that what it – I mean –
Wildcats need to gain some yards here. It looks like if I had to guess, it's going to be an Isaiah Dam run, a spinner back, and just get some of the yards back. Well, a little trickeration, a little flea flicker back to Nick Reed. He's rolling out to the right. He's looking. Now Nick's taking off. He's down to the 15, and then he's wrapped up. So it was a double reverse. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I know. I forgot. We're good. We're good.
So
I was still letting you do the play-by-play.
I know. So tell me what we just happened, Tanner.
Yeah, it looked like we did a little reverse, double reverse, and then it looked like Nick was trying to pass to the backside, but not open. So Nick kept it himself. But we are getting ready to kick a field goal here with Marshall Vandeveck. So this will be his first of the year. It's about a 35-yard attempt. Yeah. He's got more range than this. I've seen him do it in practice.
Yeah, let's just hope we block a little bit better than we did on the PAT.
He might need a little bit more time than he had on the.
That's a high snap.
And it is good, Dr. Cronin.
Wow, that's pretty sweet.
A great kick.
That is awesome. That's awesome. And probably the guy that made the play there was the holder, Keegan Kula.
He will tell you that.
Actually, Keegan will tell you that. But in seriousness, it was a high snap. But the snap was a little bit of a floater. Obviously, we probably should give at least 50% credit to Marshall
for making a heck of a kick.
For making a 35-yard kick. But we could talk to Keegan and see how much credit he'd like to share on that. Keegan's going over something with the official. Keegan umpires high school or youth baseball, so he's kind of got it in with all these guys and feels the need to share inequities.
He's probably telling them that too right now.
Oh, yeah, because I'm Keegan Kula. You probably know me from youth baseball umpiring. And I just want to let you know that after that play, maybe they roughed me up or something. Yeah.
Bree over here, our football manager, told me that Marshall can kick it to about 45 yards pretty consistently in practice. So that's pretty impressive.
Well, after all the penalties on that drive, probably the big play was Nick Reed getting 15 yards back on 3rd and 30.
Yep, and then Marshall Vandeveck with the deep kick, and that's going to be end zone again.
I like number 42 there. He just kind of stood at the goal line and just watched the ball go over his head and didn't put too much effort into it.
Yeah, so that will bring that'll bring Key to their own 15. We have a score of 10-6 in favor of the Wildcats. There's about 11 minutes to go in the second quarter. It seemed like a really quick first quarter, but we have a good ball game here in quarter number 2. Keys, go ahead.
Well, I just a couple things, a couple side notes here. Bree. At least Bree's mom is going to be pretty happy tonight with the Cardinals beating the Cubs again today. And just a little side note, sometimes Bree can bring back Gatorade for people in the press box if they're hot and thirsty at halftime. So anyway, is it already up here?
Yeah, you don't have that kind of clearance.
Oh, I don't have clearance. Okay, just Coach Ratliff. All right. Okay, Bree, I see how that goes. So there's things called like official records too, Bree, that we can be altered.
Transcripts. So we had about a gain of 3 on first down there for Key, just a little straight dive. So now Key's lining up 2nd and 7 on their own 18-yard line roughly. It looks like they're going to the I formation again. Hard count, doesn't get the Wildcats. Looks like a fake to the fullback, then the quarterback keeper on the outside who breaks 2 tackles. It's about a gain of 9 for Nate Winters, the senior quarterback. That's going to be a first down, I believe.
Well, it was 2nd and 7, and it's right about the first down, so he got about 7 yards. It looked like maybe he got 8. It did look like for a while there it was going to get blown up, and then I thought he was going to get the corner. Ethan Ty did a great job of slowing him down, just couldn't tackle him, or he might have held it to little or no gain.
Yep, that'll bring up 1st and 10 on the 25-yard line for Key on the Wildcat. It's come out in their 3-4 this time defensively, and it's just a straight dive to the fullback. And not a lot there for the fullback. Good tackle there by Draven Silver and Keegan Kula. That's about a gain of.
Yeah, he got some yards.
Yeah, he did.
He was running pretty well, and then he ran into the brick wall that is Draven Silver. And once Draven stood him up, Keegan just wrapped him up and gave him the bear hug and helped him find the turf. So it's 2nd and 6. Key has the ball at their own 29-yard line. Wildcats are leading 10-6.
3 down linemen, 3 linebackers here for the Wildcats.
The old 3-3-2.
Yep. So we have a tailback dive here, a little counter play actually, and looks like about a gain of. Ooh, it's going to be close again for the first down. I thought that was a little shorter than where it spotted.
Yeah, they gave him the 6 yards they needed for the first down. I thought he got about 4, but anyway.
That's a first down, regardless for Key, regardless of what we think.
Yeah, it doesn't
I guess.
matter what we think.
The cameras might be proving us wrong on some of these bias calls of ours, anyways. So, looks like the Wildcat defense needs to step up here, just under midfield at 35-yard line for Key. They just keep running the I formation behind those big boys, and we're not getting a lot of push back defensively up front here. Oh, and there, hard count gets the nose guard to jump off guard, so that's going to bring up 1st and 5 right at the 40-yard line for Key. A lot of penalties so far pre-snap for both teams.
True story. So that's 1st and 5 right at midfield for Key. That's too bad. So we just got to buckle down. I would look for Key maybe to try to open it up now. They have been patient, but they do like to pass the ball. So maybe that'll create some opportunities for the Wildcats on defense if they're setting up in the eye though. So we'll see what they do here.
Looks like 4-man front defensively here for the Wildcats, trying to put another guy up. And Keegan Kula bursts right through the defensive line.
I think that's Dustin Ferris.
Oh, that is Dustin Ferris. That's right. Yeah, big
just
play there.
Just a little taller than Keegan Kula.
Maybe 3 or 4 inches. But no, that was a big time play. I thought it was Keegan, but that was Dustin Ferris, and it stopped right about the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of 1.
Yeah, he got back there right about when the handoff was taking place. Way to blow up the play. We had Isaiah Dam ran up at the line of scrimmage from the linebacker position. Looked like he was going to do a blitz, and that maybe threw him off a little bit. But all right.
So 2nd and 4. Score is 10 for the Wildcats, 6 for the Hawks. 7 minutes 45 seconds to go. They're in shotgun formation here this time. But it's going to be a QB keep. So Winters gets about a yard, maybe 2.
He's going to fall forward for 2.
Yep.
That's Keegan Kula right there.
Keegan Kula with
He's
the
kind of getting across. You're seeing the I think the Wildcat linemen are just getting a little bit more comfortable with what the looks are. And last 2 downs, they've had good penetration. Remember, it's 3rd and 2, but we gave them 5 yards before the series started, so they've really only gained 3 yards in 2 plays.
We have a message from Jim Von Lenden. I'm not sure if that's tonight or not, but we are. He's commenting on the Cubs-Cardinals from.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So here's, that's too bad, Mr. Von Linden. I'm sorry about that. It's not my fault that the Cardinals have beaten the Cubs 2 days in a row by 1 run. All right, so off the left side, and Key gets a first down by a couple yards. It's going to be 1st and 10 at their own 30, we'll say 34.
Yeah, so big drive here for Key. Also a big drive for the Wildcat defense. Haven't shown. We made a comment that defensive line didn't get a lot of, push, and then the next 2 plays they did. But hopefully we can continue that as they come out in their I formation. I mean, they are just tight too defensively.
Yeah.
They're just very in close, and it's going to be a tailback, just a handoff to a tailback for about a gain of 3. That is Draven Silver on the tackle. Running back for the Hawks is number 10, Damon Weber. the sophomore. So
he's going to get about four
Five,
and a
yeah.
half,
4 and a half,
five.
5.
I thought the ball almost popped out there for a second.
It looked like on the handoff there was kind of a poor exchange, but regardless, he gets 4 or 5 yards. Key comes back out, tight I formation. We got 3 down linemen for the Wildcats, 3 linebackers, and it's a fullback dive. And that one's met initially, but then he falls forward for about a gain of 3.
Yeah, that's Keegan Kula. This reminds me of my 7th grade football coach who, if he could get 4 yards on a running play, he just ran the same play until he didn't.
Yeah, and it's working right now for
Yeah.
Key. They're just running right up the middle. Got Isaiah Dam coming out of the game, which doesn't happen very often defensively, so I'm hoping he's all right. I know he had a taped up hand there.
So it's 3rd and 2 at the Wildcat 27.
And it's going to be a dive to the fullback, and I believe he got it. It's going to be
I
close.
think the quarterback maybe kept it.
Did he keep?
Number 16. I think it was a fake dive, and he kept
Follow
it.
right behind the fullback then.
Yeah, and I thought he had the first down, and I think they're going to measure. It's
Yeah.
kind of the first time tonight that I thought they'd get the easy first down, and the officials didn't agree.
Yep, they're going to bring out the chains.
Looks like we're going to have a timeout on the field for measurement.
So
First one of the night.
we Wildcats went with kind of their goal line defense where they had 6 guys up on the line, and sledding got a little harder there for Key.
Yeah, this will be interesting here. It'll be 4th and 1. Obviously, they're going for it here. But
I expect maybe we'll see some more linebacker blitzes from the Wildcats.
it's close. You
And
can't.
it's-
Yeah, first down. First down for the Hawks. So not the break the Wildcats needed, but brings up 1st and 10 from the 25. We've already had 1 stop inside the next bank red zone. See if we can make it 2 here.
And that's going to be a first down for Keith.
So the other thing that's happening is we've got 5 minutes and 9 seconds left in the first quarter, or first half, excuse me. So Wildcats don't need a lot of time to score, but it'd be nice if we could end the half with a score because we'll get the kickoff to start the second half. So we're already up 10-6. Marshall Vandevet did kick a very nice 35-yard field goal tonight. We had a 40-yard run by Isaiah Dam. So offensively, the Wildcats are doing well.
So I formation again, 3 down linemen again for the Wildcats, and this one's going to be given to the tailback, and he gets hit about the line of scrimmage, but breaks 1 tackle, and before he's brought down by, I believe, Cole Silver. Yep, Cole Silver on the tackle there. About a gain of 7 on that play, so that brings up about a 2nd and a long 3. Maybe, probably a long 3 here on that. So looks like the Wildcats are making some defensive substitutions. I believe Wade Yoder just checked in the ball game. He's going to go to nose guard. See if he can get a little pressure in the backfield here. I formation again. And that's a handoff to the fullback who gets about a gain of 3.5. Oh, yep, first down. So there's another first down. We're just having a hard time stopping the run right now. We kind of know what's coming, and we just aren't able to get any push against their big linemen. Like we talked about before the game, they have some really good size up front.
Yeah.
I mean, even looking down there, we have a couple big kids. They have a lot of big kids up front. So, yep, that'll be 1st and 10 on about the 15-yard line here. So Wildcats hoping to get a stop. I formation for Key. It's just going to be handed off to the fullback again, and it's another gain of 4.
And Key has not thrown the ball, even thought about throwing the ball this drive.
You know, they tried quite a few times in the first couple drives, and it wasn't working. So, I mean, we haven't shown the ability to stop the run consistently here, and they've kind of capitalized on that. But hopefully that'll change in the next couple plays.
So it's 2nd and 6 for Key. They're at the Wildcat 11. There's 3 minutes and 16 seconds left. Like I said, we've got 3 timeouts, so if we get the ball back and we put together a drive, we do have a little bit of time, but they're chewing up a lot of clock here on this drive.
They sure are. This one's going to be handed off to number 10, the tailback, and he gets the first down and a little extra.
It's going to be right by the first down. That's Cole Silver with the kind of wrestled him to the ground there. It's going to be 3rd and 1, I think. By the way,
Oh,
they're
it is
spotting.
3rd and 1, yeah.
So an opportunity here. There's Marcus coming off the field.
Isaiah checking back in. Good to see he's good to go. So, yeah, 3rd and 1 here. Big time couple plays for the Wildcat defense.
I might just sell out on a linebacker.
It looks like
blitz.
look what they're doing. They got 6 up on the line here, so they knew
quarterback draw.
Oh,
Keegan Kula grabbed him and rejected him.
I don't know if he got
I
anything.
did not see the forward progress that gave him a first down, and I think he lost a yard.
Yeah,
I feel like the official agrees with me, but I haven't been right tonight very often, so.
Yeah, that was a big play there by Keegan Kula. Kind of jumped right over the offensive
he just kind of swatted the blocker out of the way, grabbed the quarterback up by the shoulders, and spun him down. So they're going to do a measurement.
They're going to measure. Okay,
Are you nervous?
I'm a little nervous on this one. Yeah.
Okay.
I thought where he got, was not a first down. I thought where they spotted it looked like a first down, and it is going to be too.
Doggone it.
So that's first and goal from about the 5-yard line. So.
Well,
here we go, defense again. There's a chance you can bend but not break.
Well, and with 2 minutes and 24 seconds left, this might, unless they get, turn it over or get in right away, doesn't look like they're going to leave the Wildcats with much time on the clock either. So that's unfortunate. So Key's going to line up, tight I formation.
Yep, tight I formation. Just going to be a handoff off to the right side here to number 10. And he's pulling. Wildcats running hard there, and I think he might.
Wow.
He might have got. I don't know if he got in. He got in.
I see a signal for a touchdown.
He had 2 or 3 guys holding on to him, but he just kept driving his feet, and he's in for a touchdown. So that brings the score to 12 for Key Hawks and 10 for Central City Wildcats with 1:53 to go in the second quarter.
And the official, do you see that there's 2 officials on the goal line? I know the linesman called the touchdown, but the other guy was right there.
Yeah.
I mean, literally it happened right in front of him, and he didn't call it. But anyway, so.
If they're going to score on this drive, though, if you're the Wildcats, you might as well be on first down there because it at least saves a little time for you to potentially punch one back.
Let's stop them here and keep it to a 2-point game, and maybe we'll even go to half with a field goal.
Yeah, we can just kick a field goal. And
now they're passing.
Yep. Oh, and the Wildcat line goes right through, and it's picked off. So Ethan Ty with the pick, but good defensive play was created there by Isaiah Dam and Keegan Kula, who burst right through the line. So that's a big time stop because of the fact that Marshall has the ability to kick from pretty deep. That we could still be ahead at the half even if we didn't move the ball too far. Good kick return here could be pretty helpful.
So we got to get the ball to the 25, or what are we, 30-yard line? Well, 25 would be a 42-yarder.
Yeah, that's doable. That's tough, but it's doable.
Let's start with the kick return. Last time, if you remember, they kicked the line drive that went right to Draven Silver, and he bobbled it, and then he made a choice to cover it.
That's we got it right around the 30-yard line last time. That's not bad field position though for the Wildcats to start because they don't need a lot to be in field goal range. I think Coach Myers would rather go in with a touchdown, but looks like the Wildcats will have Marshall Vandeveck deep. You also have Jack Kramer and Lucas Greif.
Well,
I believe,
I'm not saying that we should kick a field goal. I mean, if we want to score a touchdown, let's do that.
That'd be ideal.
Yeah,
that'd be ideal.
So.
Yep, so those are the 3 guys deep. When you have Draven Silver right in front of them for the Wildcats. So we'll see what Key decides to do here on the kickoff.
64 is their kicker.
And it's kicked kind of low, and looks like it's going to be picked up by Jack Kramer, who's going to get 5 or 6. Not a bad idea there. It looked like Lucas Greif was going to fall on it, which you're a freshman there, and the ball's bouncing around. You might just want to get on it. But Jack picks it up and gets about 5 or 6 back, so the Wildcats will start on the 27, 26-yard line.
So what Lucas did is Lucas stopped the ball, slowed it down, so that and it kind of went between his legs. Was behind him, and then Jack Kramer just picked it up and started running. So Wildcats are going to have the ball on their own 27.
They're going shotgun formation with Nick Reed and Isaiah Dam back. Looks like you have Ethan Ty split. Oh, Nick throws a little, just a little swing pass over to Ethan, and it's incomplete.
Wow. Well, that's too bad. I like Nick and Isaiah. That kind of gives you a run pass option. I like Nick making some things happen with his feet too. If you get the defender spread out, Nick's not like Mr. Carlson fast, but Nick's pretty fast for a big man and makes the nice cuts. And
If you say so.
well, I don't
No,
know. Have you
he
guys
is.
ever
He is.
raced?
Yeah, I could beat him in a foot race. So,
Ethan Ty, buddy. Yeah, you're anticipating the snap.
Yep, he jumped again there. I saw that one coming there. It looked like it was a little bit early. So that'll put us in a 2nd and 15 situation.
Yeah. Okay.
Good thing is we do have the ability for a big play off the pass, so hopefully we can get something here. Or
Yeah, I'm not super worried about those 5 yards, but there's 2nd and 15. We got to start going the other direction positively, and
yeah, so we'll
we just gotta see that ball snapped. We're anticipating the snap count. I don't know.
we've been called on 2 of them. We probably could have been called on 4.
Yeah,
so far.
yeah.
So
We're excited. We're eager.
okay,
Here we
so
go.
Nick drops back. We got 3 receivers deep. Nick's kind of scrambling. He makes a nice little move, and he's going to throw it to. Oh, he looks like he throws it to Ethan Ty. It was short. Nick was kind of scrambling out to the right side. Ethan was coming back, just trying to make a play, and Nick didn't quite get it there. So. That'll bring up 3rd and 15 with 1:39 to go. Score is 10 for the Wildcats and 12 for the Hawks.
Well, it'd be nice if when Nick's doing that, he could just kind of turn and while he's rolling to the right, throw back to Isaiah.
Yeah.
Because Isaiah's in the backfield blocking, and it could be like a delayed screen draw type thing.
So we do have shotgun with 2 wide again. Nick takes the snap. Looks like Isaiah swings out. They're going to hit Marshall Vandevek on this one, who makes a nice little spin.
Oh, yeah, Marshall.
Yeah, breaks one tackle with a spin before being met by the safety there for the Keyhawks. And he gains about 7, which is not quite enough. It's 4th and 7 for the Wildcats. Timeout, Key.
Timeout, Key. And so the problem here is we're going to have to punt the ball. And there's 1:28. The clock is stopped for a injured Key player. So even if the clock runs, they'll be getting the ball back with 1 minute left in the half. Now, hopefully they'll pass, and I say that because their running game has been super effective, but I don't think they have time to run the ball.
No.
And maybe if they pass, Ethan Ty did intercept the 2-point conversion, but I assume the stats going to give him credit for that. But
it looks like the injured Keyhawk is number 47, Buddy Hill. Looks like the trainer walked the other direction after he got up, so it looks like he's probably okay, so that's good to see.
Yeah, he was holding his head, so I would hope they're checking him out. So the Key returner is going to line up on the 25. That might be a little optimistic.
We have Nick Reed drop back. We have 4 wide here. I don't know if this is punt or if we're going to go for it. Looks like we're going for it. So Nick drops back, and Nick's going to take it. He's running all over the place and he's going to get a first down and then some for Nick Reed. He's running all over the place.
Look at Nick Reed
look
go.
At Nick. Oh,
yeah!
Big time block by Ethan Ty. What a hit. Oh, my goodness. That was a big-time stick.
I'm sorry, but Ethan Ty.
And he's pumped up.
Made a Trey Holland type hit. First of all, Nick Reed was running around like a madman. I thought, is he gonna throw the ball? And then you realize he's gonna get the first down, and then he kicked it into Nick Reed afterburners and started scrambling crazy legs down the field. And there was one guy to beat, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Ethan Ty comes and just lays out.
I didn't even see Ethan.
Oh God, Ethan trucked that kid. And as soon as Ethan hit him, I think he looked around because he was worried that maybe there'd be a penalty for that block. But
that's a good hit.
It was a good hit. Here's
extra point is good.
Extra point is good.
Oh,
extra point is not good.
Not good.
So 16-12. There's 1 minute and 10 seconds left in the second quarter. We almost gave him too much time. I'm still just not sure what all I saw. First of all, I thought the extra point was good. Second of all, I don't know how Nick didn't go down.
a year ago he would have fell down on those scrambles like
Okay.
that. You know, you called him the stork last year, Dr. Cronin.
2 years ago.
Was it 2 years ago?
And,
Okay.
and the stork is not a derogatory football. That's Ted Hendricks, man.
Yeah. So he was kind of scrambling all over the place there, and you know, I think
I think Vaughn thinks that's our offense. We're on basketball where we just kind of run around with our head cut off. That's where Nick learned that. I don't know.
It could be.
So at one point in time when Nick got the first down, all of a sudden he like hyperspaced about 10 yards down the field, and you saw he had a seam. And you were thinking, okay, well, we got the first down. We're in key territory. Ethan comes and absolutely trucked the last defender, and Nick crazy-legged it in.
Yeah, no, that was a great play. So, no, that's a big run here. And we're going for an onside kick, which could potentially – nope. Looks like it's covered by Key.
We're gonna get a personal foul for hitting the defenseless guy who had fallen on the ball, even though the ball.
That's gonna be a 15-yarder here.
Yeah,
Oof.
that's. Yeah. Oh shoot, this is emotions. This is tough. So anyway, and so we did an onside kick. Key fell on it. I thought the ball was out, but they threw a flag for a late hit. It's going to be Key ball, and they're going to have it at the Wildcat 26, 27.
Yeah.
So they've got 1 minute and 10 seconds. And with their blast right, blast left offense and 3 timeouts, they do have a lot of time left. So
now we have 1st and 10 here for Key, who's dropped back in shotgun formation, so a little different look here for the Hawks. 3 down linemen for the Wildcats, and they drop back to pass, a little swing pass off to the right side, and he breaks a couple tackles, gain of about 8.
Gain about 8. So the good news is there, although they stopped the clock to spot the ball, which I don't know why they would do that.
It was a timeout Key.
Okay, well that would be a reason that you way to stop a clock.
So that's
they do stop the clock for timeouts, even though we don't want them to.
That's the 2nd timeout used by Key this half, so I believe they have 1 to go.
All right. So we've got 2nd and about 3, or short 3 for Key. They went the shotgun. I feel like Key has a sense of urgency, and I guess if they only have 1 timeout left, they probably do have to get it in. But that's unfortunate that they got the penalty. That gave them an extra 15 yards.
Yeah, that's a big
we could have used that.
That could be a game changer there. So looks like it will be coming out of the timeout here. We'll see what Key draws up. They haven't had a ton of success with the pass so far.
Yeah, was that the first complete pass they've had today?
It might be. I can't think of another one. So, you know, that favors us here when they're potentially in passing situation here. But they are dropped back in shotgun formation again. Quarterback's going to scramble right. He's got nobody open, but he's going to take it about 15, 20 yards himself for a 1st down. So that's a
and it gets out of bounds with 53 seconds left.
Yep. So that'll be 1st and goal on the 9, roughly 8 maybe.
So kind of spread the field, and so they've got 4 downs, 53 seconds, and a timeout left. They got plenty of time, especially if they're passing, and they can keep it in. So we've got Key in a shotgun, and rolling out to the left. He's looking into the end zone, falls down, pass falls incomplete.
So that'll bring up 2nd and 8 on the goal.
So.
Marshall Vanderbilt in on the coverage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Yeah, I really need to get into half here with a stop.
Yeah, so Wade Yoder's going to come in, plug up the middle. I'm kind of surprised they haven't tried to run at least 1 time.
Yeah, they've had a lot of success with that, just right up the middle.
So it's 16 to 12. Wildcats hanging to a lead. There's 48 seconds left in the half. Key is barking at the door. They're down there at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
And here's the tight formation, but the quarterback's under center. He's going to run right, and he's
nice
stopped.
play.
Yeah, good play by is that Ethan?
Ty.
Ethan, great tackle there in the open field. I thought Ethan was blocked.
Yeah, well, he was, and then he dodged the blocker and made a really nice shoestring tackle. Held him. It's going to be about third and 5.
Yeah, 3rd and 5. So they're going to the pass here most likely. Well, I guess they got time to run 2 plays either way. So
yeah, you can get a ball spotted.
They can get it spotted either way. So third and a long 5. Yeah, these are big couple plays here for the Wildcats. Momentum-wise, in particular, going into the half, you can have a different mindset when you get a big stop here in comparison to them punching it in. So big-time play there by Ethan Ty making that tackle in the open field. I thought it was going to be a touchdown, to be completely honest with you, where I don't think if Ethan didn't get him by the shoestrings there, I think he goes in. So kudos to him.
And Wildcats do start with the ball in the 3rd quarter, or at least have the option to. So a stop here and a lead, that could be really nice. So big play. I would expect Key to look to do some kind of passing, and for the most part, passing's worked out really well for the Wildcats. But they could also spread us out, and then quarterback.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're going shotgun formation. You got Twins left. They're dropping back to pass. He's going to throw it up, but it's nowhere near. He was open, but
did it look like he could have run for that?
I thought he was going to draw, but he decides to pass, and it's.
I don't know who got the bear paw on it. It might have been Dustin Ferris or Brady that got a bear paw. I think they hit the quarterback's arm, because that. Our spotter's letting us know that that's what he saw.
Hit him on the arm. Okay.
So nice defensive stop. So now here it is, 37 seconds. 4th down and goal at the 5.
Yeah, a big defensive play here for the Wildcats. So Wildcat fans are hoping for a stop here. Looks like we're going to 3 down linemen. They have a guy split right. Got their running back in the backfield. They're going to drop back to pass, and he's got some pressure. He's throwing it up in the air, and
Well, he was about 5 yards deep.
Yeah, I don't think that was it either way. So that's a big stop there for the Wildcats. So that brings up 1st and 10 for the Wildcats on the 5. But you just avoided.
Yeah, that was huge. So Keegan Kula is going to report back that the quarterback had juicy fruit gum in his mouth because
he was right there.
He's breathing down his neck. He made that very uncomfortable for the quarterback, and there was nothing to do but just throw the ball up. The ball, even if it was caught, and it was almost caught, but it was going to be 5 yards outside the end zone, so it would have been an incomplete pass anyway.
You know, we have shown some big play capabilities here, so we'll see. It'll be interesting to see if we just kind of try and get out of the half. Or
31 seconds and 3 timeouts.
Well, it looks like they got Nick Reed
from your own 5.
They got Nick back at quarterback. Marshall split. They have Isaiah. Also in. Oh, they're just going to take the knee. So,
yeah,
he was a little close there.
Nick Reed just downed it on the 1 yard line, and that was a little uncomfortable because we weren't 100% sure he was in the end zone or not. So we're glad that he
did not get in.
We are super happy that he downed it at the 1.
Yeah, so it looks like
super duper happy.
That'll run out the clock here for the half.
We'll take that. We'll go into halftime with that.
Score is 16 for your Wildcats and 12 for the Hawks. At this time, we'll go to Next Bank, our sponsor. We'll kind of give them a shout out here. So Next Bank represents a new approach to banking in Iowa, expanded services, more technology, and increased personal attention. If you want to take your banking to the next level, Next Bank is for you. Next Bank is proud to sponsor Central City Sports, member FDIC, equal housing lender. So as we talked about, we have youth football night ahead here for the Wildcats. We have Little Cats cheer tonight, and we also have a performance by our marching band. So we got a pretty busy halftime here. So we hear Karth in the background. You can probably hear her announcing the youth kids and their coaches. So right after that, we'll announce our Little Cats cheer will perform for us. We actually have a guest appearance here by Mr. Matt Weiss himself. So he's jumped on the mic to kind of go through the halftime discussion with me. You used to be on the horn on Wildcat Cast, right? Or
I
we
was
did the
I was on
YouTube.
the original Wildcat
The
cast.
YouTube up at Dunkerton, right? Was that?
Yeah, YouTube.
me, you,
we
and
had
Mac?
the original YouTube actually started at North Lynn. The first game was Central
Okay.
City versus Alburnett at North Lynn, first round tournament game.
Okay. Very
Probably
cool.
about 5,
I
6
remember the
years
first
ago,
one I
yeah.
remember was a girls' basketball game at Dunkerton. Me, you,
I think
and
that was
Mac,
I think that was the
believe.
next week, maybe. Yeah, that was.
So
That is true. Little Cat football appearance here tonight. The sixth grade team so far undefeated, 2-0 on the season, winning 46-0 in week 1 and 26-0 last week in the Dome. They'll take on Belle Plaine team here this Sunday, so good luck to both them and also our third,
Absolutely.
fourth grade teams here that are playing 11-player this year in the North Lynn League. So
Yeah.
good job by them.
good opportunity for them. Our junior high football team is also 2-0. They'll play Midland with our JV on Monday night. So
Yeah, I talked to Coach Ratliff the other day. He's got the junior high cats just absolutely rolling this year, it
They-
seems like. Brought
20
back the Lawnmower Bowl trophy.
yep, the old lawn tractor trophy. So they got 21 boys out for junior high football, which is a lot of kids in comparison to numbers that we've potentially had in the past. So we had to order some new junior high pads and pants and
Hey, that's
everything to
Good problem to have, you know.
Absolutely.
So hats off to, obviously, our junior high coaches. Give a little shout-out here to our youth coaches, J.C. Weldon and Dustin Poor, taking on the 5th, 6th grade team. And I believe Matt Howe and
Thomas Iben.
Thomas Iben,
Yep.
yeah, doing the 3rd, 4th grade team. So it takes a lot of volunteer hours for those guys. So appreciate them for their time and what they're doing for our youth football programs here at Central City.
Absolutely. And then we have Little Cats cheer going on right now as well. And I believe Wendy said they had 54 youth cheerleaders in their little meeting on Thursday. So quite a few that were out there.
Fantastic.
Yeah. And they had different age groups cheer at different times. So, but yeah, they're out there performing right now. So great job to Miss Yoder and the cheer team. With that, busy halftime here for us, Mr. Weiss.
Yeah, a little band halftime show. Any idea what's the performance this? Not sure.
We'll find out.
New band director
yeah, we
this
have
year.
new band director Josh Morey, I got the band sounding good. I heard him warming up earlier today, and they've done a great job with national anthem. So, kind of looking at.
Just seeing if you have a score update anywhere. Do you guys get score updates anywhere? No. I'll try to find some and get some score updates here for our listeners as
Yeah,
well.
with our new YouTube channel, that's one thing we've been looking into is where can we do that. That's been a little disappointing. We haven't been able to do that, but yeah, so far, so far so good for us. This YouTube channel, and then tonight's our first night with the NFHS cameras, so those are rolling. We're kind of
Fantastic.
simulcasted, which is kind of cool. I'm excited to watch this back and see how the cameras looked and how everything panned out for that. So, we were a little worried on how much time we'd have, but looks like we're going to be okay. They told me they were just over 6 minutes. We got 11 left on the clock, so we're going to be fine.
Fantastic. Got
So-
a couple of football players out here participating in the band as well for halftime.
Absolutely. So you guys are West Delaware, is that?
West Delaware to Xavier.
Xavier
Last update, there was 10 minutes left to go in the second quarter, and Xavier was up 14-0. The Hawks had a little bit of problems moving the ball against that stout Xavier defense.
Yeah.
They're not number 2 in the state for
Right.
no reason, for
Yeah,
sure.
I've
So,
seen some of the numbers they put up. It's a
And,
good football team.
Hawks, kind of in a little bit of a rebuilding year. Next year's kind of predicted to be a pretty good year for them, but they're no slouches either. So it's a pretty good football game down in Cedar Rapids. I think Kinnick and I are going to hit that one up here. It should be about halftime once this game gets over, and
Awesome.
we'll head that way as well.
Well, that works pretty cool. He gets to watch the game here and head down to watch a game with you later. But yeah, so far to recap kind of the game. I don't know how much you've been here for, Mr. Weiss, but
I've been listening to the whole thing, believe it or not.
oh,
Yeah, I got
absolutely.
here a
Surprised you
little
hadn't
before
texted
half,
me. So looks like to start the game off, Lansing Key scores early, gets the score up to 6-0. The Wildcats respond with a big play by Isaiah Dam, about a 40, maybe 35-yard run there for Isaiah Dam on kind of a broken play. It was a high snap. He lost it. The ball was on the ground. We actually thought he might just dive on it, but he picked it up with about 5 guys breathing down his neck, and he takes it off to the right side and goes about 35 yards with it. Wildcats get a stop on the next defensive possession, and Lansing almost the next possession, Marshall Vandevet kicks about a 35-yard field goal. well, the Wildcats kind of backed themselves out of a 1st and goal with some penalties. Wildcats get another stop. The next possession, 4th and 6. And I thought the Wildcats might punt, but they came out to pass, and Nick runs a kind of a busted play in for about a 50-yarder, I believe, 50-yard touchdown, and for Lansing brings the game to 16-12. So kind of been a exciting half here. A couple big busted plays by the Wildcats to have resulted in touchdowns. You'll take points any way you can get them, though. So
absolutely, a couple of huge scramble runs there for Nick Reed. Big field goal by Marshall Vandevet.
Yeah.
35-yarder, put some points on for the Wildcats as well. So quick score update from North Lynn. Edco leads that one 13-0 with about 1:19 left to go in the first half. Springville, where's Springville at tonight, Coach Carlson?
Springville has a big game with Turkey Valley.
That's right, I thought so. Is that at Springville tonight?
Yes, it is. I actually talked to Joe over there a couple times today about different AD stuff, but I know they had a big game going on over there. So those are 2 3-0 teams that are squaring off. I haven't seen anything. I was kind of checking on Twitter here. I don't see any updates. But
yeah, I believe Turkey Valley 3-0. I believe Springville 4-0 actually at a week 0
that's right,
game.
yep.
So Springville, Turkey Valley currently leads that game 42-24 with 1:31 left to go in the half.
Does.
Turkey Valley on top of Springville 42-24, 1:31 left to go in the first half. So a pretty quick game here so far in Central City as we're almost halfway through halftime, and a couple games, area games here, still in the first half.
Yeah, so Turkey Valley's they had a really good squad last year. They returned almost everybody in on that offense, and not a super big team, but they're fast and they hit. And I mean they had some talent last year, and a lot of those kids were sophomores and juniors. So we were kind of expecting them to be pretty good this year. Springville had a great start to their season as well. I think this was their first big test. And
sure.
It's like Turkey Valley shows how good they really could be. So. But yeah, here in Central City, we got a nice night. I kind of called you earlier today as we saw some weather potentially coming in, and luckily that stayed away. Field you can see is getting a little muddy, but that's football.
That's part of it. Yeah, we experienced quite a bit of rain up in Manchester yesterday. We had a freshman football game, Thursday night freshman game. Usually we play freshman curtain raisers, but a little bit of switch up here, playing an MVC team and Xavier tonight, and field handled well, and it's crazy what they can bounce back from. I stopped in earlier this year. I was playing football, and stopped into practice. Saw John McGovern doing a little mowing out here, and the field looking just fantastic.
Yep.
So good work by McGovern mowing, doing some great job here in the field work.
Yeah, he spends a lot of time kind of up here at the fields, as you know, and he does a good job taking care of our field. So it looks nice tonight. Obviously, it's a little tore up now after a good football half. There's about 6 minutes left here in the half. It's been a really good football game, back and forth, and a couple big plays. Key's done a really good job. I mean, they're much bigger than us up front, you can tell, and they've done a really nice job of just kind of keeping those linemen tight and just pounding the rock. I mean, it's up the middle, left side, right side, but haven't had a whole lot of big play success. But they've been kind of chipping away at the clock, and that's kind of keeping our explosive offense off the field. So
and big defensive stop there right before half by the Wildcats, and it's going to kind of it'll be an interesting second half here, as last year Wildcats was one of the top teams in the state. There was multiple games where the game was pretty much in hand at this point last year.
Yep.
And it'll be interesting to see a lot of these kids who are now varsity players who, maybe weren't the stars last year, but they were some role players and they were getting time here or there, and how they respond now in the second half. Is, it's a 4-point game. It's anybody's game. I'm sure Coach Myers is talking about that down there in the locker room, telling them, hey, we got to control the clock a little bit better here. Try to slow down their drives, especially, stop the momentum of the Keyhawks, and, put a few points up on the board along the way as well.
Yeah, and Tim and I were talking before the game about, Key's 0-3 currently, but if you look at their record, they're not getting blown out. It was 6-26 versus Riceville, 18-22 against Rockford. Springville beat them 14-36, and Springville's 4-0. So I mean, they've been competitive with almost everybody. They haven't came out on top, but they've had a tough start to their season. Played some good teams and played close with them. So looking at those scores, but even before the game, I kind of thought that tonight would be close. I didn't think they were going to be able to control the clock as much as they've been able to, but that's really played it just feels like we haven't been on offense a lot.
Yeah,
so.
It seems like they're pretty big up front. That helps them. They've got a pretty big back there, kind of bruising his way through. And
5'7", 210.
Yeah,
that's a big boy running the football.
Pretty large, yeah. So takes more than one guy generally to bring a kid of that size down. And if they're able to keep drives going, and I'm sure if I was coaching against the Wildcats and against Coach Myers, that's what I'd want to do. I'd want to just keep the ball out of their offense because we do have an explosive offense, and that spinner back can be deadly. Showed that earlier, obviously with Isaiah Dam with the big run around the outside for the first score of the game, and with a kid like Nick Reed back there, really anything can happen. That kid is magical, and he just always seems to find a way to find somebody open or make a play and keep the sticks moving.
This year he's much more explosive with his legs. Last year I was talking to Tim about this, but it seemed like when he would get in space, it seemed like sometimes his legs didn't go the way his body wanted him to. Well, he's a little stronger now, and he's able to kind of make some of those cuts he tried to make last year, and that's a credit to him. So it looks like the Keyhawks are heading back out onto the field. There's about 3 minutes left in half before our 3-minute mandatory extension of the half, but Central City needs to get.
Seems like a long halftime. I'm not used to just being able to sit and watch a football game very often on Friday nights, and so had youth football night. Kenny wanted to stop down here. I said this is perfect. I sit and watch a little Wildcat football tonight, and usually I'm running around like you do a lot of Friday nights, trying to make sure to put fires out here and there. And
we got Mr. McLaughlin said he would take admin duty tonight, so therefore that put me and Cronin over here, and Karth typically would be on the call, but she's got promoted, I think it's called, over to Denise Starry's role, where Denise typically announces.
Karth, longtime announcer here at football games, so I remember her yelling, "Mason Nielsen, touchdown Wildcats!" I've heard that more than a few times, and in fact, I think maybe a couple times after Mason graduated too. So
he's still scoring touchdowns, she says. So we got Vaughn and Miss Meyer up here. That I said it right. Sorry, I almost said Asprey, but I switched. So running the clock for us, as always, we appreciate them as well. There's a lot of roles that go into a Friday night football game that a lot of people don't know sometimes.
Absolutely. So. A lot of people on the backside, and I think about that all the time.
The ref is signaling for
3 minutes.
3 minutes. Yep, 3 minutes on the clock for the warm-up. Looks like he's going to let us.
Going to cut her down. Everybody's ready to go.
He's ready to go, that's for sure.
3 minutes on the clock here for the mandatory warm-up time, and he's got him winded. So we got 3 minutes till we start the third quarter here. I believe you said Central City will receive?
Central City will receive. Yep, we onside kicked the opening kick, and then we had 20 yards of penalties in about the first 30 seconds. So that was not a good start for us. They were able to punch it in off that drive, but we'll see how the Wildcats decide to start the second half. I am going to go to our sponsor here, kind of give them a shout-out, as obviously this is not.
Want me to do that for you?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Mr. Weiss giving the Next Bank shout-out. So
absolutely. Would we had to read any of these here?
I've done these down here.
All right. Next Bank represents a new approach in banking in Iowa. Expanded services, more technology, and increased personal attention. If you want to take your banking to the next level, Next Bank is for you. Next Bank is the proud sponsor of Central City Sports, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
You did that so well, Mr. Weiss. You might just have you come up here and sit on the cast, and you can just read the lines.
Just read the lines. I've gotten a lot of practice in the last year here doing games up for KMCH out of Manchester.
Okay.
They're obviously covering Hawk football tonight. They got to be getting close to halftime down at Xavier as well. Hopefully the Hawks were able to start moving the ball a little bit as well.
Absolutely. So we have about 1:38 left in halftime, and
I'm going to get this back here to Mr. Cronin. He's going to take back over the color commentary. So it's been good doing halftime with you, Tanner, and go Cats.
Absolutely. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. So, yeah, we have 1:20 left to go, and Mr. Cronin's going to join me again. like we said, we're getting ready for a second half where the Wildcats will receive. So hopefully they can get something going here offensively to start the half off on the right note.
Thanks to Mr. Weiss. He did a nice job reading those liners. He's not certified to do actual game action yet, so we'll have to ease him into that. But so I'm looking for the Wildcats to come out. I'm curious what we've had in offensive big plays. Think about I just sat down at halftime and did a couple of things. I had that 40-yard quarterback bobble, get the corner and run for daylight by Isaiah Dam. You had that really long pass play from Nick Reed to Ethan Ty, and Ethan got tripped up. And I think that was at the end of the first quarter, because then by the time that they had a couple penalties and went backwards, you had Marshall Vandevet doing the 35-yard field goal. And then at the end of the half, on 4th and 8, Nick Reed lined up to punt, and then the defense realized they were going for it, and it was the Nick Reed scramble. It was kind of the Central City basketball offense, just kind of run around, disorient the other team, make them look like you don't know what you're doing. Ethan Ty had a key block downfield and sprung Nick for the touchdown. And then to make things exciting, Key got the ball down 1st and goal with a minute left. And
big stop there.
Big stout defensive stop. I think it was Brady or Dustin hit the quarterback's arm on a pass play, and then Keegan had the quarterback pressure. So we kept him out of the end zone. It's 16-12, Wildcat lead. Wildcat's going to get the ball. I guess I'm looking for our offense in the second half, and then defensively, we've made Key pretty one-dimensional with that tight I formation, and I want to see what our how we're going to counter that in the second half.
Well, I can already see a change. Our kick return's a little different here. You got Marcus Prusman, Isaiah Dam, and Ethan Ty in for the mid-level, which is typically Jordan Silver.
Yeah.
And so you made a change here on kickoff, trying to see maybe if you can get Isaiah or Marcus or Ethan in space here, since they keep kicking it to that second line.
Yeah, they kind of have said you've only kicked the ball to the 15 yards so far. Now they're
going to kick it deep, and that's going to go. Oh, you better go get. Nope. Okay. I was a little concerned as that ball looked like it was dying, and turns out it goes into the end zone, so that will be a touchback. Wildcats will get the ball on the 15-yard line.
So we set up our return team, and then they squib it away from Marshall. Ball almost probably died 1 or 2 yards into the end zone, and at that point it was good that it got into the end zone. So Wildcats take over 16-12, start of the third quarter.
Yep, so we have the Wildcats in shotgun formation here with Nick Reed and Isaiah Dam. It's going to be Nick handing off to Isaiah, who maybe a loss of a yard on the play.
Yeah, that was kind of a slow developing play.
I think Isaiah ran into Caleb Wilson, it looks like, there on the line. So kind of got bumped into his own man, and then another guy from Key came and finished the play off. So Wildcats are flipping up the backfield here, it looks like, with Isaiah, Cameron, and Draven on the next play, I'm guessing, with the personnel
This is
there.
kind of the running set.
Yeah, you got the big boy formation here going, so kind of probably trying to counter some of the size that Key has. Yep, so we'll have Isaiah in kind of the spinner back role, Cameron Marsh on his side. Snap is to Isaiah. It's high, but Isaiah's going to take it right up the middle, and a nice little gain of about 8, 7.
Yeah, let's give him 7. So it's going to set up about third and 4. They were tackling the ball, so I'm glad Isaiah was able to hang on to it. This is a pretty big down right here. I assume we're going to bring in Nick and have a passing situation and maybe look for one of those quick outs or maybe give Nick some opportunities to run or throw.
Looks like Nick's going to actually be split out. So, and seems like when we call something, it's called the other way. That's why we're not coaching, I would assume.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, here's that little, and he jumped off sides. Yeah, so 64 jumps off sides for Key. Central City has gotten them 3 times on this. It's a full shift of formations, and
it's like a hockey shift.
Yeah, it's wild. We hadn't done that in the past weeks, but looks like it's going to get us a first down. So,
well, 3rd and 4, deep in your own territory is a really good time to run that play.
Absolutely. So, I'm assuming Key's staff not happy with that being the 3rd time they've jumped off sides on it, but
and early in the 3rd quarter too.
Yep, and then they're going to go do it again, and they almost jumped again. So we have Reed split to the left. We have Isaiah Dam in the shotgun. he's just going to take it off to the left side himself, fake the handoff to Van de Veck. He actually, I thought he was going to get tackled about 2 yards in the backfield.
Yeah.
Ends up making about a four-yard gain, it looks like there. So good job by Isaiah.
That was an interesting developing play there. I wasn't 100% sure if he was running or handing it off or what. So Karth has it. Karth and Mr. Vaughn have it a 2nd and 7. We wanted to give him the 4 yards, but a little stingy down at that end of the press box. So.
And they're serious, not even looking at you on
I
that
know,
comment.
I know. You've got Isaiah in the spinner back. He fakes it. Oh, he almost dropped it.
Ooh.
And he keeps fighting ahead. He almost handed it off to Marshall Van de Vet coming around the end. Then I thought he almost put it on the turf.
Maybe a half-yard gain there by
Yeah,
Isaiah.
not so lot.
So 3rd and 6. So now they're going to give us that full yard. We're bringing out Nick Reed, and he's replacing Caleb Wilson. So we'll have a
So Nick's going to be playing right guard?
probably
is that-
right guard for Nick.
Okay. Or split
Or
out.
split out, split
I would
wide.
expect a shift here
There's a good chance. And we're wrong.
again.
So they're going to run off to the right side. We have
Nick
Isaiah
with a nice
Dam with
block.
a nice run. He gets about 20 on the carry, 15, 20 on the carry. So
We should do plays that only get first downs.
yes, that would be ideal. We'll have to tell Coach Myers
Yeah,
that on
we got some notes here for you, Coach.
on Saturday. Yeah, I'll shoot him a text tomorrow. Tim says only run the plays that get us first downs.
So that was just a snap and a sweep. There was no spinner back there. Nice blocks on the end. Nick Reed did have a nice seal block that anytime you see those big runs, you know your wide receivers are blocking.
Yep, absolutely. So now we have Reed back in shotgun, and looks like he's got all the guys out. He's got Marshall Van Vack wide open. Oh, hits him in the hands, but it just
Shoot, darn it.
just dropped. Marshall's going to wish he had that one back,
Yeah.
I think.
So Nick Reed dropped a 35-yard pass in. Would have gone for a touchdown and couldn't just corral the ball. So we're going to call another play. It's 2nd and 10. Wildcats are at the key 32-yard line, and there's 9 minutes left in the 3rd quarter.
Yep, so that's a big play that could have been, but at the end of the day, 2nd and 10 here for your Wildcats. Looks like we have Reed back at kind of spinner back position here, but he's going to drop back to pass. He's got him again. He just kind of underthrows Marshall on that one. So he was open. So maybe the first one on the receiver, second one on the quarterback.
Yeah.
So
He had good protection, but they kept him in the pocket that time.
Yep.
I'd like to see us maybe do a little running here. We're in their territory. I don't know if we'll punt from the 32 or
No, that's
not.
not
So
gonna
we're
happen.
probably 2-down territory. So you might want to just see if you can do that sweep to the left side.
And they do have Isaiah Dammit back, and they're doing the full shift. Again, this time Key does not jump. So full shift, and it's going to be a run for Isaiah, which gets him about 2, 3.
I was going to give him 4, but I think it's closer to 3 the way they spotted
Yeah,
it.
it
So
looks
it's going to be 4th down and 7 at the key 30-yard line. It's kind of a student body right where everybody and their brother is sweeping to the right side.
Yeah.
So the short side of the field is the right side. So if you're going to do that again, you go to the left side. I feel like this is a passing down for the
We're putting in some different guys. It might be a punt. We have Lucas Greif. We have Marcus Prusman. No, it's just going to be a shotgun
So you
formation.
got
You're
2
right.
splits on each side. So you got 4 wide for Nick Reed at quarterback.
And he's getting a lot of pressure here. He gets rid of it, and
Wow.
that's a first down.
That's a Wildcat first down.
Yeah, so nice little route there by Marshall. So Marshall and Nick connect on that one. That was a line drive throw there by Reed.
Yeah, that was the degree of difficulty was pretty high on that. It was just kind of an out pattern right at the sideline, and Nick executed, and Marshall caught it, and we thought they were punting. So again, I think we're about 0 for 22 on calling what the plays are going to be.
Yeah, I just saw kind of the shift in some guys that hadn't played a whole lot of receiver earlier in the game, but looks like Nick Reed is scrambling out to the left here, out of being after with a double split. Maybe a gain of 1.
Yeah, maybe a gain of 1. I thought he had the quick out there.
Almost looked like a design run though, because he tucked it right away where he typically doesn't. So Could have been either way. We're bringing Isaiah Dam back into the ball game here.
Isaiah's going to be quarterback, so I'm going to call the student body. Let's go to the right side sweep. Let's do the shift. Let's do the massive line shift and send Nick over to the right side.
And then Isaiah to the right.
Yeah.
Nope. No
All right.
line shift, but Isaiah right up the middle for about a gain of 5 on the play here. So 7 minutes to go in the third quarter here. The Wildcats have controlled the tempo in this quarter.
And so the question is, with 3rd and 4 on your 11-yard line, are you in 2-down territory or are you kicking a field goal?
Well,
David Mosier's got us kicking, or David Mosier's gotten us going for it. So if you're going for it, you know that now. You're going to maybe do a sweep play, and then you could do a pass on 4th down. But Nick Reed's out of the game, so it's going to be a running play.
got some updates on some scores here. So Edco 17, Northland 7, Monticello 7.
You've got a
Mac
tight
Valley 14.
formation. We'll do the scores here in a little bit. Isaiah Dam up the gut. He gets hit. He fights ahead. It's right there. We got David Mosier up here saying it's a first down, but the refs don't agree with him.
It's going to be close there. Are they going to?
They're not going to measure.
Not measuring it.
They're calling 4th down, so it's going to be 4th and 1 at the, 6-yard line.
In this position, I'm assuming Wildcats are going for it.
Yeah, you're going to have Isaiah Dam's going to come over and get a play. If I had to bet, you'd maybe get a corner.
No, he's out.
Isaiah's out. Okay. So Ethan Ty, you're going to throw a pop-up to jump ball to Nick Reed, run pass option. Oh,
Keegan Kula at quarterback, and he's just going to get. Yeah, I think he got it.
I hope he got it.
And they're letting that play go a long time.
I sincerely hope Nick Reed Keegan Kula got it. He's up to the 5-yard line with the spot, and so ref in the white hat is saying first down. So in the playbook, it'll go down as a first down. Whether it's 1 yard or 25, it's still a first down for Keegan Kula.
So 1st and 6 here, 5 minutes, 30 seconds to go in the quarter.
It's kind of a road grader play where they just slide Keegan into quarterback and he takes a direct snap.
Ethan Ty in the spinner back, but they bumped Keegan Kula up to quarterback again.
Yeah.
And they snapped it. Oh, that was a
between
little tricky play. Yeah, between the legs.
There's a hold. There's going to be a hold on the corner.
Touchdown, Cats, but it's going to come back.
Oh, it's going to be a 10-yard hold at the 5-yard line on the split end. I think it was probably a pretty good block, but he did end up taking it back. So that's the trickeration there is Keegan goes in behind the quarterback and snap it through his legs to the quarterback, and then they ran a sweep to Marshall. Really nice play.
Yeah, it was a great play. Unfortunately called back. Now it'll be 1st and goal on the 16, 14 looks like.
Yeah. So coach is a little discouraged by that play. It's not his favorite thing to see.
I guess you can see that on the cameras now, huh?
Yeah. Well, you come up with a play, and
I got Keegan Kula going back under center again here. This time he takes.
I don't know where the ball is.
I'm not sure what just happened. That's a fumble. I'm not sure what happened on that. It looked like Keegan went under center, and then the ball did not get through. I don't know if Keegan thought he was snapping it below his legs.
All right, so we had a fumble, and now it's going to be we don't really know how or why. It was a Keegan under center. We'd run it like 2 or 3 times in a row. Looks like Keegan stood up, and we were trying to decide why is he doing a power formation on 1st and 15, and we realized Key had the ball.
Yeah, so 1st and 10 for Key. They're coming out in the I formation here, and it looks like it's going to be a penalty on the Wildcats. We had too many guys on the field, so that's going to be.
It's going to be a penalty on the Wildcats. I think it's a dead ball foul. The thing about that drive, Wildcats had worked the clock down. They'd had a 7-minute drive going there. It would have been a perfect time to punch it in and score.
Absolutely. I feel like the defense has been on the field a lot in the first half, and then you kind of flipped the script on them there, and we controlled the quarter. But now we have a penalty, as we stated, so it'll be 1st and 10 for Key.
Well, it might be about 1st and 5. Or 1st and 10. I think they'll go back to the original line of scrimmage.
You're right.
So.
Against the Wildcats.
Wildcats are lining up like it's going to be a 10-yard penalty. I hope it's just a 5-yard penalty.
Yeah.
So.
So it is a 10-yard penalty.
Oh, it's going to be a 15-yard penalty.
15-yard penalty?
So.
Too many men on the field is not a 15
Well,
yarder, I don't
it
believe.
is tonight. So.
Unless there's something else that happened, I guess, that we don't know about. We're not down there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought that was a.
Yeah, so we're digging ourselves a hole here. We still have a 16-12 lead, but Key has the ball. 1st and 10 on their own 29-yard line. It'd be a good time for a turnover of our own.
Yeah, they're coming out here in that tight eye formation. They're going to hand it back to their tailback, and this time he's got about 3. So right off to the right side goes that number 82 back there? No. 81 with the carry. So Alex Goatsinger, 5'11" sophomore. That does. His weight does not match up with the weight on the kid on that jersey, so I don't know.
They snuck somebody a little bit
Yeah, I don't
bigger
know what
in.
happened there. It says he's 285, and he looks about 165, whoever just had it. So, well, the quarterback hands off to the right side again. This time he's met by, I believe, Isaiah Diem, and then he's bounced back and then keeps his feet moving and ends up with about a gain of 3. So we'll go 3rd and 3 here.
That's
Isaiah
a
Diem on
pretty.
the stop.
They're letting these plays go for a long time. I thought that momentum was stopped, and it wasn't. And
There's been a couple of those, like the one at our end down here when we were getting ready to push it in. It seemed like Keegan's went for a long time. So that brings up a big time 3rd and a long 3 here on the 37-yard line. Isaiah kind of shows blitz, then backs up.
hopefully you're going to have motion on there and not offsides on the Wildcat. So it's going to be on the Cats, so that'll be a 1st down. So this hasn't been a very good series for the Cat defense.
No.
As it's going to be 1st and 10 for Key. They're going to be at the Wildcat 38-yard line.
Yeah, so it's a 5-yard penalty there. 1st down for Key. That's 20 yards of penalties again on this drive.
Yep.
So I'm not sure why the one was a 15-yarder, but I don't know really what was called, I guess. I thought it was just too many men on the field. But all right, so here we go.
Wildcats have changed the adjustment. They're going with a 4-man front, and they're blitzing some linebackers.
Yep.
That's kind of slowed down that dive play.
And looks like they'll just go dive again. This time it's going to be about a gain of 7. So QB just hands off to the left side, and looks like the runner is Damon Weber for Key. 5'9", 185-pound sophomore. He seems to be their priority running back. Runs the back of that eye at the tailback position.
Coach Myers is on the field demonstrating some technique that he'd like his down linemen and linebackers to go through and fight through those blocks. We need to get that stuffed up at the line of scrimmage.
3-man front here defensively. I formation for Key. It's just going to be a straight dive to the fullback off the right side. He's met initially. He's up by
Keegan from the corner.
Yep, Keegan Kula. So that
and Brady.
Third and 1 to bring up for Key. So good stop there by Keegan. Need a little more on this one though. Even that one will get him a 1st down. So hopefully we can get some more penetration there by our defensive front, and they're on their 29-yard line. This is a big drive here for the Wildcat defense.
And they haven't run their quarterback sneak lately.
We have 6 men up on the line here this time, so QB sneak could be coming, and there it is. And I think he got it.
Yep.
So that'll be 1st and 10. He needed 1. He probably got 1 1/4.
Yeah. So they're going to be at the Wildcat 27, and there's a minute 43 left in the 3rd quarter. Wildcats are leading 16-12. And Key is marching. So far, the 3rd quarter's been 1 possession for the Wildcats and 1 possession for Key.
Long drives for both teams here.
Yeah.
So Key back in the eye. 3 down linemen, 3 linebackers for the Wildcats. They're showing blitz, and they're going to blitz.
There's the balls on the ground. Rats.
But they start with a second and long now, which they haven't done very often in this game, to be honest.
He gains a yard on the fumble. So quarterback dropped back. The ball didn't come with him. He had a second to decide, so he just covered it. And Keegan was kind of staring him down. Quarterback had maybe taken another step back. I think Keegan could have won that battle. It would have been cat ball, but second and we'll say 2nd and 10.
Yeah, roughly 2nd and 10 here for Key. This is a big drive here. Brady Koba right over center there defensively, and the quarterback for Key goes to hand off to the fullback. He kind of bumps into him, but then the fullback slips through it and gains 8 on the play regardless.
And what was weird, I think it's going to be a gain of 7. Well, they're saying 6 in the press box, but we'll say it's 3rd and 3. We tackled the quarterback. Did we not know that the quarterback didn't have the ball?
I wonder if we thought it was a keep there, just kind of an option, but.
All right, well, this is another big play. It'd be nice if they wanted to pass just because we've had such good luck against their passing. I would assume they would do that blast. So
we have a dive to the tailback, and he's met. Oh, but he falls forward. It looked like the play could have potentially been stopped in the backfield, but he got some yards just falling forward on that one, or at least short of the first down line. So they haven't moved yet, but I'm pretty positive it's a.
I think they're calling it. They're calling it first down. That's going to be the last play of the 3rd quarter, so we'll have a scoreless 4th quarter. That doesn't happen very often in 8-man football.
No, it does not. We got a low-scoring game here for 8-man football as well, so it'll be 16-12 going into the 4th quarter. The Key Hawks are kind of marching down the field right now. Defense needs to step up and stop this drive. While we're in between quarters, we'll go give our shout-out to our sponsor. What are you saving for? Whether it's retirement, your child's education, a new car, or just a rainy day, Next Bank has the right savings account for whatever's next for you. Next Bank is committed to help you achieve what's next for your financial dreams. Bank on your success with Next Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. So thank you again to Next Bank. Thank you to everybody listening in to us. Hopefully some of you are testing out the NFHS account as well. I'll be checking on that over the weekend, kind of watching back over it.
And it'll be archived, so you can watch it on demand.
Yeah, so that's kind of a cool aspect for even the kids. They can kind of hear some of the broadcast and things if they have the account on that. I know they have a huddle package as well, but it's kind of fun to hear your name announced as well.
Sure. Well, and it's quality play-by-play. It's not like you're just listening to a couple bozos.
No, we brought our A game today.
They're talking with a microphone. I mean, this is quality stuff.
We even got a VIP appearance from Mr. Weiss at halftime.
A guest appearance from the WAMAC.
I did try and get Trey Halib to come up and talk, but he shut me down for an interview request.
Yeah.
He said absolutely not. So thanks to him.
Good old Trey.
Not that surprises anybody.
No. Well, they're in the Next Bank red zone here. They're going to do a fullback blast. And they're going to get about 3 yards. I think Keegan Kulo got a paw on him there.
Yep, so 2nd and 7?
2nd and 6, 2nd and 7. Trying to think. Key's, as big as Key is, they get up slowly.
They got big boys up front. They really do. They got some good size. When Keegan doesn't look very big, Keegan's a big kid.
Keegan's not
small. He doesn't look that big next to some of those
small
boys, so they got some good size in the middle there. Especially those 3 interior guys. And they got a big running back at the fullback position too. So they're gonna go tailback draw here to the right side, which is met by the Wildcats after maybe a gain of a long 2, maybe short 3 there. That brings up 3rd down, 3rd and 4 here. Ball's on about the 11-yard line. This is a big couple plays here for the Wildcats.
Definitely
again.
2-down territory.
Do not want to jump off sides and give them the 5 that we've done on 3rd and long or 3rd and 4 here in the past. So tight formation, and we almost jumped. We did not, but it looked like it's gonna be close from our angle.
Left side, they get down to about the 10-yard line.
I think that's 4th and 1.
Okay. Here it is, boys. Sell out. Let's get as many as we can up on the line. If they want to pass, we'll take our chances. Well, let's stop them here. I assume that they're going to do the quarterback draw.
That'd be my guess here.
Quarterback sneak.
Yeah, it could be QB sneak. We have 6 guys in tight, and we're going to try and prevent that. They're going to go to the tailback, and he's met in the back. Oh, met in the backfield there
goodness. We had a linebacker miss. We had another guy make a contact. The running back fell ahead. It sure looks like they got a first down. They are indicating first down.
That was a heartbreaker there.
It.
Yeah, we had 2 guys that had an opportunity on that one. We just didn't make tackle. We credit the running back. He's ran hard all night. There's been multiple times where he's been hit, even hit hard and wrapped up, and he gets 2 or 3 still after contact. So he's a tough runner. Also credit Damon Weber for that all night here, but not good for the Wildcats.
1st and 8 from the 8.
Going to go back to Weber, and he's in.
Yep.
Touchdown.
All right.
Yep, so Damon Weber goes right off the left side, just a kind of a lead there off the left side, and he runs it in. He gets hit at about the 2 and falls forward for the touchdown. So that brings the score to 18 for Key. They've struggled on these 2-point conversions, so hopefully that lasts here.
Yeah.
Central City could use a stop here. That's a big difference here if we score a touchdown and we get the 2-point conversion. So they're going I formation. No surprise there. It's going to go to Weber. No surprise there, and he's running in easily. So right off the left side, kind of just does a straight lead, and that puts the Wildcats down 4 with 9 minutes and 43 seconds to go in the final quarter of play here. So not the start to the second. I guess it's almost the end of the second half here, as that third quarter seemed to fly by. It was only 2 possessions of offense. But
lots of running and not many penalties, not many. Well, there was, I guess, on us, but there wasn't any incomplete passes, so it was a running clock.
Yeah, so the Wildcats need a big drive here. They were marching last time and just had a fumble. They had a couple penalties that took them out of a short first and goal situation on the 5. Now it brings up that was a big swing is what I'm getting at here. Followed by 20 yards of penalties. And
so you got Nick Reed on the kickoff receive team. I didn't realize he played up on that.
I don't think he ever has.
Okay, so we're expecting an onside kick here.
It's going to get kicked to Marshall Vandeveck, he had one to beat on this left side, and
he kind of did the Euro step.
Thought he had him too.
Yeah, I thought he had him too. Doggone it. All right, well, let's put together a drive. About a 9-minute and 33-second drive with finishing with a touchdown would be just about perfect.
Yeah.
And 9 minutes and 33 seconds is an eternity in 8-man football.
Yeah, that's a long drive. We don't have a lot of those long drives either, it seems like. We either have a big play here or So we have Nick Reed split out. We have Isaiah Dam in the spinner back. We have a fake handoff to Marshall Vandeveck, and we're going to go to Isaiah here. We're going to go a little power football, and Isaiah makes a nice cut, and he's cutting. Isaiah makes a great cut gains about 15. In space, I didn't know if he was going to run away from him, but decides to truck the safety.
Was that 66? So that's Mr. Ferris.
Yeah.
If Mr. Ferris could have anticipated the cut and put a block on, we would have sprung him. But I think he was like you and I. He was like, "Oh, wow, that's a good cut," and then the defender was right there. But still, really nice gain. I don't know how he stayed in bounds. And
I thought he was going to be out over there. So
he got the corner there pretty slick.
So snap to Isaiah Dam again. He's going left side, and he's going power. We're going power right now, and Isaiah looks like he's mad.
Yeah, Isaiah's running.
Running with a purpose.
Yeah, he's running angry. So
about 7-yard gain there for Isaiah.
So, yeah, it doesn't have to be a 9-minute and 33-second drive, but they can score as quick as they want.
Absolutely. We'll take a touchdown anyway. We can get one here. So Isaiah Dam again in the spinner back position. Got Draven Silver at running back position. Marshall Vandeveck in a running back position. Reed split out. Handoff to Marshall, who's stopped far behind, and they're going to let that. Oh, Marshall stayed up after about 5 guys throw him 7 yards back. So
I wonder where that's going to get spotted because he had his momentum was stopped and then it's restarted and stopped. So no gain. Well, maybe
Loss of
two.
So 3rd and 5 for the Wildcats. I mean, you're in this situation. You're probably also still in 2 down.
Yeah,
4
you're
down.
in 2 down territory.
Yeah.
You're at the key 35. You got 8 minutes left in the game. You're going 2 downs here.
And we're going to go to Isaiah Dam on this one. He's going to keep it, as he should, the way he's running. So he gets about 4.
Needed 5.
Yep. So 4th and 1 here for the Wildcats, which
And there's a key player that's down.
injury.
I'm just going to, I mean, Isaiah's running angry and hard, and he hit that guy. And, that's unfortunate because that young man looks like he's a little dazed out there. So, there's 7 minutes and 48 seconds left. Central City is down 20-16. It is 4th quarter. They're driving, but we're going to have a little time for an injured player. He's not getting up anytime soon, so hopefully he's okay.
We do have Beth Griggs out there looking at her. We have
Yeah.
a trainer at all of our football contests, all of our home contests for high school sports, which is sponsored by our Booster Club, which we really do appreciate. So he is getting up. So that's number 72.
72. He's
Jalen Drape.
yeah
Looks like Beth's going to walk over the sideline with him, but he did get up on his own.
on his
power,
own,
so.
and they didn't support him when he walked. So hopefully that's a good sign.
Yep. Kind of high-fiving his teammates on his way
Okay.
to
All right.
be checked out by Beth. So.
Yeah.
Yep, looks like we got a 4th and 1 situation here. Looks like Isaiah Dam's going to be in the spinner back position. We have.
Oh,
Drake.
we're gonna go to a Keegan Kula quarterback blast.
I think Keegan's up on the line on this one.
Okay.
Draven Silver could be,
Yeah.
but Draven's in that short back position here. We have Isaiah who may have said to. Oh shoot. Oh, we had a high snap.
High
and,
snap
Oh, that's
on
a
4th down. So that turnover. Isaiah knew it was 4th down, so he was trying to pick up the ball. But he couldn't do that, and Marshall was back there, and Marshall got the ball and tried to get it going. So that's very unfortunate. That's going to turn the ball over to Key at midfield. And so now we've got to get a defensive stop in 7 minutes and 41 seconds, and then we got to go down and score.
Yep. So
the hole's pretty deep right now.
Yep. Right at the 40-yard line here too for Key. So you know they're just going to go I formation and pound it up the middle, pound it to the left side, pound it to the right side, and that's exactly what they're doing here. So
and that's going to eat clock, and that's and we got to stop them.
we got to get a stop here. So we got a little push on that play, and
Yeah, we
looks like
did.
we meet him right in the backfield, but he still falls. He does a fantastic job falling
Yeah,
forward.
he's running.
Gains-
I believe the term is running downhill.
Yeah, he gets about 1 on that one. So that was good defensive pressure there by our defensive line, which looks like it was Keegan Kula on this side and maybe Brady Koba in the middle.
Yeah.
So need another one of those here if you're Central City. I don't see any trick plays coming by the by the Hawks here.
We're not really thinking they're passing anymore.
They're running to the left side, and he's met in the backfield, which is a big-time stop.
Draven Silver.
Draven Silver, absolutely. He gets up gimping.
He gets up gimping, and he's going to take himself out of the game. That's unfortunate. Super nice play by Draven. Very nice play. He kind of chased it down from behind. Looks like he twisted his ankle or a cramp. Is that a cramp? Yeah.
I'm not sure. It looks like a cramp, but hopefully it's just a cramp.
Yeah. I was never fast enough to get a cramp, but I think that's the stretching that you do for it.
So we have about 3rd and 10 here, maybe a long 9. So
this would be a really big play to stop.
Yeah. So you got them in the I formation again, and we jumped. So, yep, that'll be 3rd and 5 now for Key. So that's a big change here. Offsides by the Wildcat. They did that hard count.
Well, that made it a lot easier for Key. It's still 3rd down and about 5 to go. So the Wildcats need to stop. There's 6 minutes and 8 seconds on the clock, and it's winding. Key does have a 20-16 lead, so this third down in our territory, it's at the 35. We need to stop them here.
Yep, so we got everybody tight, and we get some pressure, but they have quarterback keeper. I think we thought tailback had it,
Yeah.
and he's going to get a first down here.
Quarterback gets the first down, kind of almost like their spinner back, and he gets the corner. And so that's going to be first down for Lansing Key, and we're still going to have to stop them. And the clock is going.
Ball's placed on the 29-yard line for the Wildcats.
So that'll be first and 10 here on the 29-yard line. 4-point game. Wildcats got to show the ability to stop the run here, because Key is just draining that clock right now.
Yeah. This is not a place we want to be in. This is set up real nice for Key with their power game and grind it out, and they don't have to score to win the game. We've got to stop them.
And they're going to go QB keep again, and we're going to get him in the backfield here. That one's Keegan.
That's Prusman.
Oh, it's Prusman, Marcus Prusman. I thought Keegan came off the outside, but Prusman blitzed up the middle, and that's a
good job, Marcus.
4-yard loss now. So
We're going to give him 5.
Yeah.
TFL, 5 yards.
So Prusman in with Silver going out with a cramp or a leg injury there, and Prusman makes a big play. So wait.
That's fun to see. Good job. Way to take advantage of your opportunity.
So 2nd and 15 here for Key. This is big. They've been chipping away about 6 yards a carry, but if the Wildcats can get another one of those pushes in the backfield, and they do, and it looks like Wade Yoder. I still fell about.
Isaiah Dam blew up the play, turned it back inside. Running back did get back to the line of scrimmage. I thought maybe he had.
I thought he was going to get tackled in the backfield there, or at least right around the.
3rd and 11, 3rd and 10. Let's not jump off sides. Let's make them punt. And if you give me about a minute and a half, this team can go down and score. So we got
big
time.
play here. Big play.
Play.
Another one needs to be met in the backfield.
I'll be curious to see. I don't know if they'll punt, though.
Defensive line has stepped up on the last few plays. So
yeah, they've really got some good pressure on the last few plays.
And not a lot of pressure on this one. And he's going to be short, though. 4th and 2?
4th and 2 at the Wildcat 22. I'm assuming that this is going to be them going for it. And the Wildcats, I imagine they'll let the clock wind. So somebody's tying their shoe for the Wildcats. I don't know if they realize that's Marshall Vandevet, I believe. He doesn't have a shoe on. So is he coming out of the game, or is he just going to throw his shoe off? Oh, it's like his glove. It's not even that big a deal. All right, here's your game. 4th and 2.
4th and 2, Wildcats tight, and they're going QB keeper, and we got him in the
got
backfield.
The
and a
on the
fumble.
turf. Pick up the ball.
And the Wildcats recover. It looks like you had Keegan Kula through.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure who recovered it.
I would guess that Keegan jumped the snap count there, or maybe Wade Yoder did.
Somebody got through.
Somebody did a little sorcery on that play and got through before the quarterback could do anything. The play was blown up. He wasn't going to get the first down, and then just as a little added bonus, the ball went on the turf. And for a split second, I was thinking that they would just pick it up and run to the end zone, and Wildcats would get a touchdown that way.
So Reed at quarterback, who will fake the handoff to Isaiah Dam, and he's got room. That's a 10-yard gain here. I don't think Reed got out of bounds, so I think the clock will.
Yeah, clock's gonna.
Which is fine.
It's gonna stop on the
3
clock.
minutes to go here.
You got 3 minutes. You might. It's one of those. You got to hurry up and you got to run good plays. You don't want to leave too much time on the clock. It's how fast you're going to score. Obviously, the Wildcats can score in 5-6 seconds.
So we have Nick at shotgun position, who's going to hand off to Isaiah on this one. Isaiah's running hard. Oh, and he's got space, and he's cutting back. Oh, he's not running over somebody. He's going to stiff arm him, though, and he runs in after a I don't even know what to call that stiff arm, but that was
Well, he instead of trying to beat him to the end zone and try to truck him, he just kind of stutter stepped and got the defender in front of him and then just stiff armed him down to the ground. So that's Wildcat 22-20. And we're going to kick the extra point. And we're going to go up by 3 is kind of the plan here.
Yeah, that's a big play there.
There's 2 minutes and 34 seconds left, so there's time on it for Key. Again, it's kind of crazy for me to say, but maybe Key will come out and pass, and that's really been an advantage for the Wildcats.
We've been shutting down the pass. It's when they just go to that power I that we have just not had a lot of success stopping their first and second down, which has put us in a bad spot. Oh, it's a bad snap, and we're going to throw it up, which is – Marshall catches it, but not without getting just punished.
Keegan got the ball. He decided to throw it up, which probably was not a very good idea, up by 2. Because I think, can you return that? Yeah. So that could have tied the game.
2, yeah.
So Keegan should have maybe just eaten that. But, ever the optimist, Keegan was going to throw. Marshall
catches it.
He got some big air. I think that was about a 40-inch.
The defender threw him in the air.
Oh, no. Marshall was about 40 inches in the air on his vertical. Caught the ball. Mind you, he'd lost 8 yards on the play when he caught it. But I'm glad he did because you don't want that to be picked off. And
that could have been ugly there.
He got thrown to the turf in not a very kind way. But, again, Wildcats have the lead. There's 2 minutes and 34 seconds. Let's kick the ball to the end zone. But I say that. Maybe I should say let's do an onside kick. Maybe we should reverse it and do the opposite. Whatever I say.
So big run there by Isaiah. Senior looked like he wanted to make sure that this one, he puts his team in a position to win this one. So
that was a nice play, and we'll see. I'm sure we'll see Isaiah on defense, and
2-point lead here for the Wildcats. 2 minutes and 34 seconds to go, and Marshall is going to boot this one into the end zone. Yep, that one's going deep. And now you got your defense on the field, and they got to get a stop. So
okay.
2 minutes and 34 seconds is a lot of time for them to continue to run the ball. I believe they have all 3 of their timeouts still.
Coach Kersher is down there on the sideline trying to get the fans to help out his defense. He's begging for the applause, so get him fired up. I don't know if the boys need any motivation at this point. Let's see the defensive pressure we had last series.
Yeah, that was great.
We were about a minute ago. There were some people who had their dauber down up here in the press box. They were not very happy, maybe a little grumpy. So good little stick with the cats. Let's finish it out here, boys.
Oh, and a big time. Oh, I don't know who that is.
That's Marshall. Or Marcus.
Prusman again gets right through, almost tackles the quarterback, but the quarterback had just handed it off. That was a big play by Marcus.
Yeah, let's keep doing the Marcus.
Marcus up the middle.
Yeah. Marcus, your pants are on fire.
Yeah, he is.
I wonder if they if he gets a reward, or if they told him there's cookies back there. But Marcus,
no, hot dogs. There's an inside joke. Marcus. If Marcus listens, he'll understand. So
okay, Marcus looked like he's bearing down for some hot dogs, man. That young man wants to make a play.
Yeah, he is.
He is just sneaking through. He's a down lineman, but he's slippery. He's
a little screen to the left side by Key. But is that Cole Silver or Ethan Top? Cole Silver with the play. He stayed home. Luckily, he stayed home, and that was a big play by Cole because if not.
Yeah, it was like Cole got blocked, so he's on the ground. So I think they thought they didn't realize how quick Cole could get up. Here's going to be a timeout. Third down and about 5.
Yeah.
There's a minute 45 left. The ball is at the Key 20-yard line, which, in 8-man football doesn't mean a lot.
Yeah, there's.
But that was a very nice tackle by Cole Silver.
Oh, big-time tackle. So we
had the
that.
Marcus hot dog rush.
Yep, the hot dog rush. Some of the boys will laugh at that one.
Jeez. So I thought Marcus was playing linebacker. He's like a down lineman.
Yeah, whatever he's doing.
Is he like invisible or?
He's doing a fantastic job of getting through. Literally him subbing in, which Draven's one of our better defensive players. I'm not even sure if Draven's back. Draven's not back out there, but Marcus has kind of sparked the defense. Yeah. So great job by him stepping in as a sophomore here. He looks little on that D front, but
he's not our biggest defensive lineman.
He is getting through.
He might be
he's by far our smallest.
Yeah, I'm being kind. All right, here we go.
Marcus is through again, and they throw it deep, which is going to be picked off by the Wildcats.
Baby.
And
Marshall.
he fumbles, which is then recovered by Key. That's one of those plays where, you know, he looked to try and make a play out of it, and yeah, that's an emotion play. You're excited about it, and yeah, so we fumble it, but at the end of the day, we showed the ability to stop them. We just got to do it again now.
So it ended up being about a 10-yard gain for Key on the interception, and then subsequent fumbled. So they're stopping the clock.
I think what happened is, though,
they're having a discussion here whether it should be a stop clock or not, and unfortunately it stopped, which is benefiting Key right now. So they're going to wind it, but now Key's up to the line, so that was like almost a free timeout for Key. Well, Marcus.
There's a fumble on the snap.
They did some shifting without the ball. We should try to recover that.
Yep. Stop the clock on the timeout.
Recovered by Key.
So did we have a down there? Was that a play?
Yeah, that's a play. That's a fumbled snap or botched snap.
It was like everybody moved except for the ball.
So what a crazy twist of emotions
I don't know.
there.
This isn't good. I'm old. This is not good for my heart.
Marshall Vandebeck with a great pick on a.
Marshall Vandebeck with a wonderful pick, and.
But you know who got through again?
Yeah.
Marcus Prusman.
Hot dog dude.
Yeah, hot dog dude.
Jeez, I don't know. It's like something's on fire. It's crazy.
And then we fumble the pick, and
why not?
Yeah. You know what, though? We haven't done things the easy way here, so we might as well continue to make it.
There's a lot to clean up in this game. Win, lose, or draw. Hopefully win. You got your 6-7 safety into the game. I like it. You bring him out for a special. You got your hot dog rusher, and you got your 6-7 safety. You got 1 minute and 17 seconds left. It's 2nd and 10.
They're split. They got twins left and split right, and they're going to throw it, which has favored us. And Ethan Ty with the pick, and that one will do it. That one's going to do it.
Ethan Ty decides that he'll just catch it and fall down. He doesn't decide to do any running back. And
that works out fine for us, because that's going to be the ball game after a few snaps here, Pike should say.
Well,
we think.
Yeah. Hey, do you ever see the Herm Edwards game where they just handed the ball off, and the Giants handed the ball off, and Herm Edwards was for the Eagles, and just busts through. They fumble it, and Herm Edwards goes the other way for a touchdown.
I have not seen that game.
That was back.
Probably
it was
before
back
my
in
time.
the 70s. Yeah.
Herm Edwards was coaching when I was growing up, but
yeah, Herm Edwards, the guy from ESPN now. Yeah, that was kind of like after that, everybody decided they would just take a knee. So we're trying to decide, but Key has used at least 2 timeouts. There's 1 minute and 11 seconds left. Central City has the ball on the 29-yard line. We're going to do a shotgun snap here. That's exciting.
Just a shotgun to take the knee.
Shotgun to take the knee.
Key's going to take a timeout. I believe that's their last timeout.
I would feel much more comfortable if we did a direct snap.
Yeah, I've been a little nervous on the long snap.
I'm not going to. I tell you what, this game is going to be over 10 minutes, and I'm still going to be nervous about it.
So
it's kind of like the Cardinal game today. I was a little worried in the 9th inning on that. And the Cubs were nice enough not to score, so the Cardinals won that game. Hopefully Mr. Von Limden's still listening. I know he likes his updates.
I haven't got any messages from him since you said that, so we'll see. But what a wild game. A crazy game so far. 22-20 is the score. Wildcats ahead.
So Draven Silver is in on offense. We're going to do shotgun snap. We've got Marshall and Isaiah back there to help us.
And
there's 1 minute and 5, so now we've downed it. And
I think you just got to take one more snap here, and that'll be the ball game.
So it's 3rd and 20, and there's 55 seconds. And we're just kind of going here. We're going to let it go. I don't know when we have to snap the ball at. So this is some of the most exciting broadcasting we've ever had.
Yeah, this was pretty wild. This was a wild game.
With 35 seconds left, Nick Reed downs
That'll do it.
And that'll do it. Central City,
Wow.
Central City Wildcats
Run
win.
it. Run it.
And don't forget, if they had intercepted that 2-point conversion, this would have been a tie game.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, oofta.
There was just so many plays in this game that were just kind of, wow, I can't believe that just happened.
Yeah.
So it was a pretty intense one. Wildcats do come out on top, so that'll bump them to 3-1 on the season. Final score is 22-20 on the night. That'll bump Key to 0-4, and that's a
tough game for Key.
tough 4 games for Key. They've been right in there for 3 of the 4. They've been very close, so kind of tough there for them, but. On our end, we're excited about the Wildcat victory.
Yeah. So I'm trying to think. That certainly a lot of things to fix. Jumping offside too much. Knowing game situation when you get a big interception, maybe just go down.
We had some things to fix.
Don't chuck the ball on a 2-point conversion.
Up to.
But on the good note, bring lots of hot dogs because we've got our new. We found a new defensive. I don't know.
I got to tell you the backstory on that. Marcus will be okay with this.
Okay.
We're getting ready for a JV basketball game over at Albert-Net, and we got Coach Mosier's giving the pregame speech to the JV boys, and there's a minute 15 to go in the game before us, and I'm hanging out with the varsity guys, and I look over, and Marcus is eating a hot dog. So that was the last time Marcus ate a hot dog a minute before the game, and we kid around with him. Marcus laughs about it now. So that was a good win for the Wildcats. It was a crazy game, like we said.
What was it, 16-12 at half?
16-12 at half. Final score 20-22. So not a lot of offense in the second half.
No. So we've got our PA announcer. Karth, do you need to jump on and say anything? You're good. Go Cats. You can rest all day tomorrow. You don't have an Iowa game, so you can just kind of chill.
Well, I will sign off then.
Okay, we're signing off.
Is that all right? Okay, we'll sign off.
I was going to wind down here.
Yeah, if you want to do a recap, we can. Otherwise, we can sign off.
Okay. Well, the recap was first half was big plays. We had the 40-yard Isaiah Dam kind of bobble. Then he got the corner touchdown. Long pass play from Nick Reed to Ethan Ty. Wonderful catch and just couldn't keep his feet. Ended up being 1st and goal, and then we had some penalties, and we had a situation where it was about 3rd and 30. Nick Reed got 15 back so that we could get a 35-yard field goal. That was pretty big. Actually, that was probably the difference in the game.
Yeah.
Then the other thing right before half was it was the Nick Reed crazy legs, Fran Tarkington.
Yeah.
Thought he was going out of bounds, scrambling around. Okay, he's got the first down. Now maybe he's got us in position to do something. And then Ethan Ty trucked the defender. Great spring block. So we went into halftime with the lead, 16-12. We wanted to come out and shut down their power formation. We really came out in the third quarter, and we were driving.
Yeah.
And then we just kind of had that fumble. That was kind of a bad turnover, so that kind of slowed our momentum down. Then they went down and scored, and that was basically the third quarter. Very fast-moving game with all the running.
Wow.
And then, basically, what was it? We were in trouble with about 3 minutes left. We were down 4. They were driving.
And we just got to stop.
We got to stop.
Yeah. Defensive line, big plays by Marcus Prusman on that drive that got through, and a couple guys. He didn't always make the tackle, but he was kind of.
Yeah, he was disruptive.
Yeah. So.
And we're talking about how we didn't want to leave too much time, and we could. All we needed was a minute to score, and we scored a little too quickly. But we're not complaining because Isaiah Dam just took off, about another 40-yard touchdown run. Then it got exciting.
Yeah, absolutely.
We started having the hot dog rush by Marcus, and we got an interception, and we fumbled it back, and then we got another interception.
Yeah, and that was the end of it. So
that's my recap, and we won. So that's the exciting part. All right.
So now we will sign off here. We once again want to thank Next Bank. So from your first checking account to your first car, first mortgage to retirement, and all the money that matters in between. Next Bank, people relate because they're your people. They are in your community, sitting beside you at your kid's game, working local fundraisers, and shooting the breeze at the grocery store. Start building the banking relationship of a lifetime with Next Bank, conveniently located in Central City, Waterloo, Cedar Rapids, Marion, and Coralville. Thank you for joining us tonight on the Wildcat Sports Channel. The Central City Wildcats win tonight with a score of 22-20 after a crazy one. So versus Key High. For my partner Tim Cronin, I am Tanner Carlson. I want to thank everyone for tonight's broadcast. Please join us, Wildcat Sports Network, which will be next Tuesday night, September 24th, when the Wildcat volleyball team travels to Springville to take on the Orioles. We'll also have our NFHS of our next home contest on Thursday, and we should have the junior high JV game on Monday on the NFHS channel as well. So,
Awesome.
Go Cats.
All right, go Cats.